Hey everyone. So, today we're finally gonna start NieR. Specifically, it's NieR Replicant. It's a game that I've never played. I only know a little bit of it through osmosis, and that's about it. All I know is, again, that it's tied to the Drakengard universe. As for how exactly, I mean, we've kind of talked about it while playing through Drakengard 3. So once again, it goes from Drakengard 3 to Drakengard 1 to NieR itself. Now, as for the specifics of it, again, I'll get into that in a little bit, as we're going to start the stream off, as I usually do whenever we start a new series, with some sort of background or lore dump. In this case, again, it's going to be nothing that spoils anything for the NieR series, because luckily for me, in the past 12 or 13 years, or however long it's been, I have not had this game spoiled for me at all. I have no idea what it's about. I have no idea what happens in it. The only thing I know about NieR, the franchise as a whole, is that the protagonist's name is NieR, that there was two versions of it when it came out. One was a Japanese exclusive, and the other one was released in the West. And the only difference for the game, again, to my knowledge, or the only difference in the game, to my knowledge, is that NieR, the protagonist, was changed for the Western release of the game. In Japan, he's like a young lad, right? He's like a 17, 18-year-old like kid. And in the West, he's a gruff old man, or something along those lines. He's like a dude in his 30s, right? It's something like that. That's all I know. I know that there's a book. I know that there's the dude that has Yoko Taro's like mask, or the mask that Yoko Taro wears. There is a chick with a very skimpy outfit, and that's about it. That's all I know about this series. Other than that, I have no idea what else to expect. And that's a good thing. I hope. I hope that NieR is a good game. I've heard it's great. I've heard it's a really, really neat title that was overlooked when it came out. And it wasn't until NieR Automata came out that people started to pay attention to NieR, because they were like, well, what the fuck is Automata about? What the fuck are all these like things that happen in this game, of which I also have no idea what happens in it. And then they find out, oh, this is a like sequel, or it's part of the NieR universe. And then people find out, oh, NieR is a thing. And then NieR got re-released and ported to Steam, and to PC and to modern consoles. And then people got to play NieR. And then they find out, oh, all this shit's related to Drakengard. And then nobody plays Drakengard. So we're going to be talking about... I'll re-summarize Drakengard 3 in a super like quick fashion. I'll give you like the cliff notes of it. And then I'm going to summarize Drakengard 1, its characters, and how that leads into NieR. Now, I will be covering a good chunk of Drakengard, probably like kind of basically all of it, but it's not too much. It should only be maybe 30-40 minutes of me talking before we finally jump into the game. But again, it's imperative to the story, so that you know what the fuck is going on, at least so you have a premise as to what the fuck is going on in this game, because it is probably going to be difficult to understand it. I mean, just from what I know, and assuming just some of the screenshots that I've seen of the game ages ago, I can think, or I'll know, oh, that's why this is happening, right? So maybe I'll have a clue or some shit while jumping into NieR for the first time. But let's quickly do that. Let me actually get some background music. I'll get some of the NieR soundtrack playing in the background, which is honestly one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard. That's like the only thing about NieR that I have exposed myself to, and that is its soundtrack. Its soundtrack is so fucking good. I've heard all these songs like over and over and over again for the past few years, just because of how good they are. So we'll start with Snow in the Summer, and then I'll just let the rest of the soundtrack like play out. So let me just lower the volume a bit. A little more. There we go. So we just have that in the background. But it's so fucking good, man. Like the NieR soundtrack is God tier. But okay. So let me quickly summarize what happens in Drakengard 3, and then we'll move on to post Drakengard 3 into Drakengard 1. So let me do this as well. Let's do this and then put this on, because now I'm just going to do Drakengard Loredump for maybe 30 to 40 minutes. So hope you're ready. So once again, to quickly summarize the events of Drakengard 3, if we go back to, again, the very beginning of it, it takes place in our world as it was around the year 856. Everything was the same until a bunch of earthquakes started, to happen all over the planet, with the most important one being in the Iberian Peninsula, which brought about a giant city out of nowhere. This city is known as Cathedral City. When Cathedral City came to our world, it also brought with it monsters and dragons, right? So, dragons, of course, were these creatures that were sent to, basically, they were created to fight a sort of invading force in the future. We don't know what that is yet, but that's all I know. That they were created to fight something in the future, and they came from the past. Cathedral City is a city that came from the future and is now in our year of 856. From there, a bunch of people kind of go to Cathedral City, and they just start, advancing civilization. Cathedral City holds inside of it something known as the Black Flower. The Black Flower being a entity that can essentially destroy not just the world, but the universe and every other universe that also exists. It is a very scary thing. And of course, it has to be kept sealed away. Now, in Cathedral City, we have essentially a church start. We have magicians form, and so on. As some time passes, a magician tries to do a forbidden art, which fails, and she causes everyone in Cathedral City to die. They all just disappear. There's a giant explosion of black smoke, and this black smoke takes the form of a black flower, and everyone just kind of dies. Now, there is, eventually we end up getting intoners, which are the main characters that we encounter in Drakengard 3. I explained how intoners came to be yesterday in the end of the Drakengard 3 stream, when I went into Zero's backstory, what she was before she became an intoner, when she was human, and so on. But essentially, a remnant of the Black Flower managed to infect Zero when she was a little girl. It ended up basically reviving her after she was super close to death. After some time, Zero learns what she is, that she's going to be a puppet for the Black Flower, and eventually the Black Flower is going to end the world. Zero doesn't want this. She tries to kill herself, and the flower, sensing this hostility, ends up creating 5 clones of Zero, which end up getting away from her. She can't kill the 5 clones, so she collapses after trying to kill herself. So after some time passes, the sisters, basically the 5 clones are all Zero sisters, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Some time passes, they all grow up, they all go back to Cathedral City, where they encounter each other once more. Zero ends up creating some doves to basically siphon the Black Flower's energy away from them. And after some time, these doves end up taking a human form because they absorb so much energy, right? They become disciples for each of the intoners, and the way that they now siphon this Black Flower's power is through sex, as the intoner's sex drive is correlates entirely to the Black Flower's power, because it is integral to the plot to have to have sex in this game franchise. So I went ahead and again described what the flaws are of each sister. I won't go into it again, and what their personalities are. Just know that they're all a part of Zero, as they were split from her and then amplified, right, into that just being their entire character. 5, for example, being the most lustful one, who is constantly wanting greed and she constantly wants food, she wants men, she wants money, she wants power, she wants everything, right? That's 5's character, and then all the other sisters are basically the same. So, to some extent, they have their own quirks. So, Zero basically tries to research as much as she can involving the Black Flower, And after some time finds out, well, hey, these guys are gonna, like, if I let my sisters continue to exist, they're going to just destroy the world eventually. If one of them lives and I die, they're gone. So she seeks out a dragon, the most powerful dragon of them all, Michael, to help her fight and kill her sisters. Michael is a dragon, and being the strongest, is a dragon. They have the power to destroy the Black Flower. That's what they were created for. And since he's the strongest, obviously he's the best choice. So throughout the Drakengard 3 playthrough, we have Zero go out and basically kill all the sisters, taking the intoners for herself, or not, sorry, the disciples for herself. And at some points throughout the playthrough, the intoners end up summoning something that the intoners can summon, which are known as Watchers. Watchers were tools created by the god of this world, this series. And their whole purpose is to destroy humanity. They can take on different forms, like giant spiders. I think one of them is like a giant scorpion. Another is like this thing that's like a turret. Shit like that. I think the first one we fight with 5, what was it? Was it like a giant fish? Was it a giant crab? I don't remember. It's been like a month and a half. But they end up using these Watchers at some point to save Zero throughout the playthrough. And since they use the Watcher without the intoner, they end up sacrificing themselves at that point. Though normally what would happen is an intoner is able to, harness their immense magical power to summon a Watcher. And instead, the disciples use up their own magical power to instead summon these Watchers. Since they summon these Watchers with their own power, they lose all the power that they've been siphoning due to how much it requires to just summon one, and they turn back into doves, right? That happens throughout the playthrough. Eventually, we get to the point where Zero has to fight her last sister, which is One. One being, well, the last remaining sister that she has to kill. So, essentially, Zero and One fight. Zero manages to defeat One, but while she was fighting One, One's dragon ends up killing Mikhail, which is Zero's reincarnated dragon, right? Since Michael got severely wounded, he died. He used his final wish, and he was revived as a dragon again. Anyway, Mikhail gets severely wounded. Once Zero ends up killing her sister, since her sister had formed a pact with the dragon Gabriella, both of them die. I'll go more into a pact again later on when we talk about Drakengard in a bit, but they formed a pact, both of them die. Mikhail is unfortunately severely wounded. Zero, in a distressed mental state, is like, well, I can revive him using the flower's power, and at least then he will be alive once more, even though he too will be cursed. So she forms a pact with Mikhail, and Mikhail gets revived. He gets a little flower coming out of his eye as well, and he looks all cute. And then One's brother comes and stabs Zero in the heart, killing both of them at the same time as they had formed a pact. Now, as I mentioned before, at least in the last stream, One was created by, Brother One was created by Sister One when she ripped out one of her ribs and made him. He was supposed to be a failsafe in case all of the sisters were to die, and his whole purpose was to kill Zero in case she failed, and then kill himself, so that the Black Flower would stop being, the world would have no intoners. I don't think One knew what the Black Flower was exactly, but the whole plan was there should be no more intoners, right? So, one sec. Where am I? Yeah. So Brother One is able to, fulfill his purpose. He kills Zero, and then he loses his reason for living. And this starts from here. We go from the year 995 to like the years 1000 to 1099. So here's what happens throughout that period in time. So again, Brother One fulfills his purpose. He kills Zero, and then loses his reason for living. Sister One originally wanted him to kill himself, of course, after killing Zero, but instead, Brother One panics. Brother One has no idea, what the fuck to do now that his sister is gone, as he only lived for her. Even though he lived in secrecy his whole time, he lived just for her. And one day, wandering Cathedral City, he manages to catch a glimpse of himself in a nearby mirror, and since they're twins, he thinks that she's still alive. And wanting to keep her memory alive, she he basically has her live vicariously through him. He then starts a cult known as the Cult of the Watchers. Their symbol is the face of two people combined, brother and sister one, and their symbol is the three-eyed twin. That's what it's called. It's the three-eyed twins, which is again a combination of the two twins' faces together. They have three eyes, a wing coming out of each side of their head, and a halo of light behind them. And that's their whole symbol. So he wants his sister to be remembered, and again he just starts a cult. He's like, fuck it. So now, since there's no intoners left to rule, things kind of go back to the way things were before intoners existed, where there was just rampant cruelty, corruption, poverty, death, that and more monsters start to appear. So before, when humanity had unified to fight the dragons and they kind of were like, we're all in this together, they kind of tossed that out the window once the intoners are gone as corrupt people got into power and so on. That's the quick summary of what happens before Drakengard 1 and then leading into Drakengard 1. So now, let's talk about Drakengard 1. This is where I'm going to go on for quite a while. It's like 10 pages of notes, so it's quite a bit. But, oh boy. So, Drakengard 1 follows the story of the cult itself. They end up discovering something known as the Seeds of Destruction. And the seeds are kind of like the Watchers. They're something that was created by God to help destroy mankind. Essentially, it's a giant, think of like a giant pearl, right? It's a huge thing. It's like the size of a room. And anything that enters the seed will be turned into a monster that will end the world. In order to protect humanity, however, the cult implemented a security measure known as the seal system. Essentially, 4 seals were created and then scattered about the continent, while 3 are located in the lands of the oceans, forest, and deserts. The 4th one is known as the Goddess Seal, and that is imbued inside of a woman. Now, the thing about this seal is that it's very unique. So the seal is a mark that appears on the body of a woman once they're chosen, and it becomes her duty to bear the responsibility of the seal itself. Now, a ritual, once the woman is found to have this mark, a ritual is performed to seal the weight of time, space, and dimensions into her being. Literally. The goddess is then not allowed, the woman becomes a goddess, and they are now not allowed to marry, give birth, and are in constant, immense pain. Because of this, the goddesses tend to constantly commit suicide. So the seal basically bounces from person to person. So long as the other 3 seals are not destroyed or broken, that seal can come back. And it'll basically appear on the body of another woman eventually. So, when it comes to goddesses, there's quite a few in Drakengard 1. But one of the more noticeable ones, or notable ones, was the second goddess. Now, the second goddess was the former aide to 1, the intoner. And many people kind of questioned, well, the brother 1, which made many people, made many just question her, attaining of the goddess status, because they thought that, oh, he chose her or some shit. And because of this, a civil war breaks out in the inner ranks of the cult, which results in 1 being exiled. Brother 1 gets fucking kicked out of his own cult that he started, and the cult is then split. Now, Brother 1, he just wanted to help the world like his sister. He wanted her ideals to live on, right? And that's why he sealed the Seed of Destruction. However, most of his life was spent in remembrance of her, instead of doing whatever, she wanted, which was to give people a world of justice, a logical world. He just kind of didn't fucking do that. So, with 1 being exiled, the cult now starts to diverge in beliefs. But this was mainly due to an affliction that started spreading throughout the ranks of the cult. And by that I mean an infection. There was an infection that started to just affect everyone. Their eyes would turn red, they would become violent and uncontrollable, and some would even turn into monsters. This disease was later called the Red Eye disease, right? And this disease came from Brother 1. If you remember, again, he was created by an intoner, and intoners have the black flower inside of them. of course, he also has the black flower still within him. Since he never committed suicide like his sister wanted to, the flower continues to grow and affects any area that he's in, basically. So when this all started, the cult got a huge hit to its ranks. Like many of its soldiers, its members were turning into monsters and going berserk. And after like some months, or was it a year? I don't remember. After some time, the cult started recouping its forces. They reconquered land, they unified under the banner of the Empire, and anyone who stood against the Empire was usually involved in a war with them. There was a coalition that started known as the Union. And basically, the Empire bad and anyone else is technically good. because the Empire, again, has the influence of the Black Flower. Now, after some time, Brother One kept wandering, and I think he met a woman named Rosa in the land of in the forests, and they ended up having kids, and they had twins, to be specific. They had a boy and a girl. They had they had two kids. They had Grun and Grant. After this, at least for this timeline, Brother One never appears again. So he has kids, and then his kids have kids, and they end up having this huge family tree, right, over the course of the next 100 years, basically. Now, if we follow his family line, his great-great-granddaughter, named Mana, is probably one of the more important characters in the series. She is also a twin to her brother, Sia, or Siri, as they call him. They were born to a woman named Romia. Now, she raised them with the typical golden child mentality, where she praised one and hated the other, right? In this case, she loved Siri, and she abused the shit out of Mana, like really badly. They come from this lineage of golem sorcerers. So basically, Siri was the one that could control the golems. He had the ability to use the magic to control them, while Mana could not. So Mana was then considered useless, and one day her mom just takes her out into the wild and abandons her, and just leaves her to die, which is pretty fucked up. And shortly after, she is found by the Watchers. The Watchers find her, they offer her the only thing that she ever wanted, which was love and care. And all she would need to do is offer her heart and soul to be controlled entirely by them, and she agrees. So now, the problem with this is that the Watchers have a host that descended directly from the lineage of the Flower, since she is the great-great-granddaughter, of course, of One. The Empire finds her, and then she is turned into their High Priestess. And she's also 6 years old, in case I didn't mention that already. So they turn a 6-year-old into their High Priestess, and from that moment onward, their goals change. So now, instead of trying to keep the legacy of Sister One alive, they proceed to do the opposite, and they seek out the seals to undo what the cult had originally done. So the Seed of Destruction gets renamed to the Seed of Resurrection, and they start spreading the idea that it will bring salvation to mankind. Because back then, the Seed of Destruction was just a myth that was just widely spread, that everyone believed. They kind of changed it, and then people were like, oh, okay, it was actually the Seed of Reincarnation. You know, who cares? Sorry, Resurrection. It's fucking dumb. Anyways, the Empire proceeds to find the seals, including the goddess, who is currently part of the Union, and they just take them. So now the Empire knows where all the seals are, basically. Now let's move on to the characters in Drakengard 1, which are pretty interesting. So remember how I mentioned that in Drakengard 3, the characters have some quirks, but they're usually kind of, funny. They have some slight silliness to them. For example, Octa, the disciple of 3, is a guy that has the biggest dick out of all of the disciples, but he's also incredibly horny all the time. And he makes constant sex jokes about wanting to fuck anything that moves. And, that's pretty funny. He'll make sex jokes, right? In Drakengard 1, characters also have these weird quirks. They have these problems They have these deep mental problems that are probably 3 to 4 times as fucked up as the ones in Drakengard 1, or sorry, in 3, which, as I mentioned as well last stream, or at the end of Drakengard 3, when they made the sequel Drakengard 2, they're like, we should probably tone it down a bit, because these guys are pretty fucked up, and again, they get really messed up, and we'll kind of go in order as to like how fucked up they get. So let's start again with the characters. At least the main trio of characters that we deal with in Drakengard 1 are Kaim, the protagonist, Furie, his sister, and Inuart, their close friend. So Kaim and Furie are the children of King Gap. It's literally Gaap, Gap. He's the 8th king of the kingdom of Carleon. Caerleon. They're weird names. But mind you, Furie's name is Furiae. Like like the names in this series get really weird. Anyway, the kingdom itself is part of the Union. So Kaim came from a line of superb swordsmen. They're all incredible at combat, and they usually pass down these techniques to their kids and to their soldiers and so on, right? And the King Gap, while a great leader, he never chose to really start a fight or a war with the Empire, mainly due to the sheer number of soldiers that they had. Instead, he spent his time training Kaim to be his successor. Inuart was the son of a close friend to Gap, who was, the son of like a neighboring kingdom. And they also agreed to train Inuart in their legendary swordsmanship. So Kaim was easily able to pick up training. He was able to master the sword very quickly, while Inuart really struggled to keep up with this. Like, while Kaim would grow stronger every day, Inuart would fail, as he was literally trying too hard to just get good, or get as good as Kaim. So after some time, he instead found himself to be more proficient with stuff like music and the harp, and he realized he's more of a poet, not really a fighter. So he still tried to be strong because he wanted to protect that which he cared about the most, which was Furie, Kaim's sister. Now, like I mentioned a bit ago, in Drakengard 1, or in Drakengard as a whole, characters tend to have these like weird quirks, these traits, right? And they're pretty fucked up. But starting with one of the tamer ones, we have Furie, again, Kaim's sister. Hers is that she has an incestuous love for Kaim. So she is madly and deeply and sexually attracted to her brother. Kaim never reciprocated these feelings, and eventually Furie and Inuart would fall in love instead, as she loved his harp playing, and he charmed her with this. Despite despite her falling in love with Inuart, she was still in love with her brother. At the end of the day, like deep down inside, she still loved him more than, well, Inuart. When Kaim ended up turning 18, the Empire sent a black dragon to attack and slaughter the royal family, which Kaim and his sister both saw like die before their eyes. And with no leaders to, run the kingdom, the country of Carleon fell, just after like a few months. Now, a year after this event, Kaim, Furie, and Inuart leave the country. Furie, who was 14 at the time, had the mark of the goddess appear on her, and she became the goddess Seal. She accepted her fate, and she would have to abandon everything that she loved and be locked away for her protection. Meaning, she could never see her brother again, she could never marry Inuart, she could never have kids. She now had an immense burden placed upon her. And she, of course, had no choice, since, the Seal chose her, and now she must play her role. Her joy, well, my note here is her joy and whimsy gone. So she is no longer, well, cheerful. So she was then placed under the care of a guy named Vertile. He was the hierarch of the Union Church at the time, and he would look after the goddess or goddesses to make sure that they were protected. Kaim and Inuart could still visit her, and Inuart would play his harp for everyone, but the same joy that he would bring to like the group was no longer there. Because before, again, they would all hang out, in the kingdom, and Inuart would just play the harp, and like Furie loved it. She would beg him to play the harp over and over again because she liked his playing so much. After she became the goddess, that no longer brought joy to her. Now, Kaim was devastated, like after the fall of his family and would-be future kingdom, And since he was the heir to it, he was surrounded by his family. He was to spend his life by the side of his sister and Inuard after they would get married, and the kingdoms would combine, and or something along those lines. After the attack of the Black Dragon, he could only fill his heart with hatred. The only thing that drives him is this hate. Now, all he seeks is just combat, so he can kill his opponents ruthlessly. And because of that, he joins the Union. He joined the Union specifically so he could fight the Empire, those responsible for all his pain and anguish, which leads to his quirk, which is Kame doesn't really care about justice. He is just outraged and thirsty for blood, and he wants something to kill. Inuard's music no longer brings joy to Furie, and in return brought no joy to him, and that results in him also joining the Union army. And since he was trained by Kame's family, he was pretty useful in combat. But he could never be with Furie again. 6 years later is when the game actually starts. We finally get to the start of Drakengard 1, which, took a little bit to get to. It's been 30 minutes. So, Drakengard itself, Drakengard 1 opens with the Empire attacking the castle that's protecting Furie, and Kame is taking them on, fighting for the Union. And despite having the time of his life killing enemy after enemy with ease, one enemy manages to sneak up behind him and slashes him from behind. And he cuts his back open, mortally wounding him. Now, Kame knows that his death is near, and he rushes back to the castle to see Furie one more time, at least before he dies. When he walks through the main gate, he notices a red dragon, her name is later revealed to be Angelus, and she's bound by swords and chains on the ground. The swords are stabbed through her wings, her neck is wrapped up in chains, there's stakes on the ground holding the chains together. And knowing that his death is near, along with the dragon, despite being taken aback by the sight of it, since he fucking hates dragons since one killed his fucking family, he tries to kill it, but before doing so, he stops himself and basically tells the dragon that he wants to form a pact with her. She obviously laughs at him. She's like, "You form a pact with me, human? What makes you think you have the right to do so?" And he basically tells her, either I kill you now, or you form a pact with me and we both get to live. She thinks about it for a second and then agrees. So, once again, a pact is not a seal. It's a contract between human and beast. They both, Kame pulls his soul out of his chest, and Angelus pulls her sword, or soul, through her mouth, and they both touch them, which causes them to combine, and they now share their souls, right? So, a human and beast will combine their souls and share their life through a pact. If one of them happens to die, so does the other person. And forming a pact causes one to lose that which they hold most precious about themselves. For Kame, it's his voice. He can no longer speak, but he can communicate with Angelus through telepathy. Now, the monsters in these packs tend to gain a huge power boost, which is why they normally look for people that have extreme negative emotions flowing through them, whether it's sorrow, whether it's anger, whatever it is, so that they easily agree to the pact. So, once the pact is formed, their life is restored, and he rushes into the castle to see Furie and Inuar. They manage to flee and seek a nearby elven village that remained neutral throughout the conflict, but as they arrive, everyone's been slaughtered by the Empire. So, Angelus is able to hear the voice of Vertile, and it turns out that he had made a pact with a beast way back in the day. Inuard and Furie end up joining his company, and he's basically the guardian of the goddesses and everything. Kame and Angelus instead look around for clues. They start looking at all the dead bodies, and if you're playing the game, you have the corpses of just people everywhere, and there's messages literally linking you to shit. So they're looking for clues, and they find a bunch of connections between the cult and the Empire, which the Union doesn't really know about, but we do, and it's all the stuff that I've explained so far. They know where the seals are and all this shit. A man eventually comes up to Kane. He's like crawling and he's begging him to save the village. He's like, they're over there, like, please save the remaining like people. And Kane just kicks him in the face and then goes off in that direction that he pointed. But not to save the innocent. Instead, he wants to kill the soldiers of the Empire. And when you're playing through this series, when you see that cutscene, like, Kane kicks him and then he starts walking away, and then Angelus is like, "Why are you going in that direction? To save the lives of them, or to take them?" Right? Because Kane's a fucking psychopath. So the direction that he was heading off into was the ferry, or the village of fairies, and there they meet Leonard, who is the next guy that kind of joins the party. Right? He's a kind-hearted man and he hates war. His parents were killed by it, and that's why he despises it so much. He also raised his 3 younger brothers by himself, and his main flaw, his quirk, is, like, to put it bluntly and simply, is that, well, Leonard is a pedophile. He's attracted to young children, and despite knowing this, despite knowing it's wrong, he continues to, like, wrestle with himself mentally about the morality behind his actions, because he believes that he should be proud of his sexual preference, but he also knows that it's wrong. So to punish himself for having these, like, desires, he becomes a hermit and he goes off to live in the Valley of the Fairies with his brothers. Now, he does have his urges, and he goes off to the forest every now and again to masturbate, as dumb as it sounds. And one night that he's out, when he comes back, he sees that his home has been set ablaze and that the corpses of his 3 brothers are now in front of him, like in front of the home. And he is devastated. He blames himself because he thinks that this, like, he as a true sinner, he feels like he's the one that deserved death. And with this guilt, like, coursing through him, he tries to kill himself. He tries to, like, stab himself with a knife in the throat. I don't remember if he slashes it or he tries to stab himself, but he goes for his throat, and a nearby fairy takes advantage of him, and in his weakened state, he forges a pact with him, and Leonard loses his eyes as, well, his, payment. And of course, just like a stand user, Kame is able to sense Leonard nearby, thinking that, if he were to fight for a cause, it would absolve him of his sin, so Leonard joins him. Kame then proceeds to lose contact with Verle, and they head off to the desert, which is like where they last sensed him or something. There, they manage to meet Fudii, who happens to be alone, which is good, because she's safe, but bad because she's alone. It turns out that Inuart and Verle were captured by the Empire and placed in, like, this jail dungeon thing, and it's now up to Kame to save them. So, while Inuart was captured, he starts having, like, just internal, like, conflict, like, just rush through his head, right? He's wrestling with his own emotions, and as his specific flaw was his immense jealousy for Kame, because Fudii was supposed to be his betrothed. She was supposed to marry Inuart, but despite this, she still loved Kame more. She was in love with Kame at the end of the day. Not only that, I mean, Kame was also the better swordsman. He could protect her. He was everything that he wanted, and he couldn't have it. So that's his flaw. It's just his immense jealousy. And then we have Mana appear. I don't know if you remember her, but Mana was, the great-great-granddaughter of one who appears and starts to just manipulate him, and she turns his insecurities against him, and he basically joins the Empire. So Kame manages to arrive to the jail and kills all the soldiers nearby, and while they destroy the dungeon, all the prisoners are able to escape, and the party learns that the Empire wants to summon the Seeds of Resurrection. They want to bring down this Watcher to, like, destroy shit. Verle is able to ask Kane to protect the seals as best as he can, because he's probably, like, the only one that can do this. He's got a dragon after all. And the Desert Seal at this point has been, well, broken, sadly. When they go to the area where the Desert Seal is at to see if it's, if it's still intact, they instead find a woman named Ariok. She's, well, the next party member that you meet. Now, before the Empire appeared, Ariok was just a beautiful housewife, and they showed up to, like, the town or kingdom that she was in. They killed everyone. They killed her husband. They killed her son, and that just mentally breaks her. right? She has like a mental breakdown and she starts going insane. Like it gets to the point where she'll be screaming sometimes and she'll just start laughing. Like she'll burst out into laughter. And due to the way that like, you know, she was mentally affected by all this shit, Aryok kind of develops a weird way of protecting people. She feels that if she were to kill someone, specifically a child, if she were to kill a child and then eat them, she would be protecting them because they would be inside of her and she could protect them within her womb. This is what Aryok believes. And obviously that's even more fucked up. So, where am I? Hold on. Eventually she gets captured by the Imperial Army because she keeps doing this. She keeps finding children to kill and then eat. And she's thrown in jail. And it's the same jail where Kame had showed up to basically save everyone. But the way, again, he destroys the jail is with the power of a dragon. And of course, fireballs are not necessarily a good thing to use to save people. So the jail does get partially destroyed, right? A bunch of people manage to make it out alive, but Aryok is the only one that's severely wounded. Now, the spirits of Undyne and Salamander appear before her, and they form a pact. And she's able to survive. She takes it, obviously. She wants to live. And the trade-off is she trades her fertility for, you know, for them to save her life. Now, mind you, as for like who Undyne and Salamander are, who the fairy is, you don't have to worry too much about it. Just know that they're creatures that wanted, you know, power. So they seek out, again, people that are in deep sorrow or anger or distress. And anyways, like Jojo, the group is able to sense Aryok inside of the seal, in the jail, I mean, and they meet her. The first time they encounter her, Aryok goes up to Kame and then tries to eat him alive. So she just walks up to him and then literally tries to take a bite out of his neck, which results in Verle like restraining her. And he's like, well, we should probably bring her along for her safety and then for the safety of others, because like if she's just left alone to do her shit, she's probably just gonna kill someone or others or many. Anyway, when the party reunites with Fudiai, Inuart shows up from the sky. He just comes from the sky in black armor, and he's been corrupted by the Empire. Now, how did he arrive? It turns out that Inuart formed a pact with the Black Dragon who killed Kame's fathers. So, did I say utter or utters? I don't remember saying utter. When did I say utter? Oh no. Oh no. Now I'm confused. I'm looking through my notes. I'm like, what do you mean utter? Anyway, Inuart forms a pact with the Black Dragon who killed Kame and Fudiai's parents. And he paid the price of his musical talent in order to achieve immense strength. So Kame senses that something's off about him. I mean, he does look new. He's wearing this sleek black armor, and he's right. Inuart is like, well, I'm here to take Fudiai. And obviously Kame is like, no, I'm not going to let you do that. So they start fighting each other. And Kame gets his fucking ass kicked. Like anytime their swords clash, like he gets sent back flying because of how strong Inuart has gotten. It just so happens that one time when he gets knocked down on his ass, he manages to look at Angelus, who is fighting the Black Dragon, and realizes, oh, this is the Black Dragon. Like, this is the one that killed my parents. And he gets really fucking pissed. Like, he rushes the Black Dragon, who has Angelus in its mouth. Like, it's biting Angelus's neck. And is, like, gonna crush it. Kame runs after it. And the dragon lets go of Angelus, flies backwards a bit, and fires a fireball at them. Angelus barely manages to cover Kame with her wings, and they're both mortally wounded. So, from there, just Inuart manages to take Fudiai by force, and they fly away. So after a few days of them healing, they manage to, set out again. And on the way to the next Imperial territory, they run into Seer. So we learned that when the Empire came to his village, they killed everyone. And in his mother's last moments, she forces him to form a pact with a golem to save his life. Now, if you recall, most people who create a pact, they do so with a beast that has some sort of sentience. Golems are more like tools, like they're literal tools. They're not sentient. They can't think for themselves. They can't do anything. And like somehow her dying wish like works, and she's able to provide this golem with sorrow. I don't know why. It's narratively, it's a narrative like plot point. I don't know. And Seer's price to pay was his time. Basically, his ability to age. He can no longer age, and as he was the only child to like feel any love in his family, he starts to feel really guilty, and hopes that he hopes that he can find his sister Mana, wherever the fuck his mom left her and abandoned her, mainly so that he could reconcile and maybe make her feel better, and tell her, hey, you're not alone, you're my sister, I love you, all that shit, right? He feels really bad. Instead, he ends up finding Kame and his party, and they kind of try to search for his sister, but they can't find her. Obviously, we know that she's the Empire's high priestess, so she's not in the area at all. Anyway, as the game goes on, all seals are eventually broken, except for Furie. Both the Union and the Empire end up meeting at the Empire's, well, at the gates of the Empire's empire, the main headquarters, and a final, like, battle breaks out. On the side of the Empire, however, they had giant Cyclopses, but somehow the Union manages to win. I don't know how, but they managed to beat the side that has giant Cyclopses. Anyways, a bit after they win, they're all celebrating, all the soldiers are cheering on the battlefield before a giant fireball starts to rain from the sky. Like, just one of them comes and, like, obliterates a bunch of them, and then more of them start raining down. And then all of the soldiers are dead. So soldiers on both sides tend to just fucking die in this conflict. It turns out that these fireballs were coming from a flying fortress, which the party notices, and they fly up to it. So after going through it, the party tries to go into it, mainly to find Furie, but instead they find Mana. And at this point, Mana is no longer what she used to be. Remember, I mentioned Mana is 6. She's a 6-year-old. By this point, she's probably like 7, right? Some time has passed. A few months have passed. But Mana is still a child, right? And she's changed so much that Siri doesn't even recognize her anymore. He begs her to go back to normal, but obviously, like, it doesn't work. And after some time, he's able to see that, well, she's nothing more than a puppet for the Empire. And he asks his golem to kill her. The only problem with this is that without Mana alive, the fortress can no longer sustain itself in the air, since her magic was what was keeping it up, and they barely make it out of the fortress alive. The only other problem is that inside of the fortress was Inuart and Furie. And when the when the fortress collapses, both of them die as well. And with their deaths, Kame manages to get his revenge by proxy. He killed Inuart. He didn't kill it. He didn't kill him, right? So Seer kills his sister, who then ends up resulting in the crashing of the citadel, or the flying fortress, which then results in the death of Inuart and Furie. And because of that, the Black Dragon also dies because he made a pact with the dragon. So he got his revenge, kinda. But the other problem, or the more important problem, is that Furia is dead, and she's the goddess seal. And since the other 3 seals are dead, and there's no one else to kind of like give the goddess seal to, well, the seeds are now free to kind of come out. So with the final seal broken, the Watchers can now invade their world. Now, again, I've mentioned it before. Watchers were created by God to destroy humanity, and they can take on any form that they want. In like I mentioned before, in Drakengard 3, they're like animals, like giant scorpions and shit like that, weird like rock monsters. In Drakengard 1, they appear as giant floating naked babies. And well, Kame tries his best to kill them all as much as he can, but it does nothing, right? Like, just more of them keep appearing. And Verdelay ends up having like a mental breakdown at this point, because again, he was really high up in the church, and he just kind of witnessed what his church actually stood for. This was like what they were trying to do. This is like what would happen to the world if the church, if the cult got to continue and get, the Watchers summoned. He didn't really know about the Watchers. He just knew, hey, we have to protect the seals. And now he's like, well, fuck, right? Like, who can I pray to now? Which, everything that he knows, everything that he has known is a lie. Anyway, eventually the group gets surrounded by all the babies except for Ariok. Ariok got separated from the group because she is in total ecstasy. She's just seeing babies everywhere, and that's like her greatest wish. Like, she's just so fucking happy to see a bunch of babies all over the place, because again, she's fucking psycho. The babies end up swarming her, and then they eat her. Yeah, there's a huge baby boom in this in the year 1000 or whatever. So the rest of the party is still surrounded, and Leonard is like, well, I can try to redeem myself of my sins of, I can absolve myself of being a pedophile by sacrificing myself for the good of others. So while they're about to be surrounded by a bunch of more babies, he tells the rest of the party to get away as he proceeds to use his packed beast's powers to basically self-detonate. Mind you, his beast is a fairy. So while he does do quite a lot of damage and goes, and destroys everything, it's not enough, right? There's still so many fucking, like, babies all over the place. Anyways, after this, an even bigger Watcher appears, and it's in the form of a giant human, and it is known as the Queen Beast. So just imagine, like, a giant doll, right, that's made of, like, purplish, reddish energy. And what she's doing is she's kind of destroying both time and reality at the same time. Like, her stomach is swelling up to the point that like, all the time and space that she's consuming is just tearing her stomach. Sorry, it starts to tear her stomach apart. Now, where am I? So Angelus and Kame see that this is kind of like gonna be the end, and they think to themselves, well, if we're gonna leave, we might as well go out with a bang. So they leave Seer as far away as they can from the area, and they basically tell him, hey man, we're gonna try to end this, and hopefully you get to live in a future where we don't get to see any of this shit anymore. They fly up into the air and they plunge straight into the heart of the beast, and that results in this giant flashing light swallowing the surrounding area. A rift tears through time and space, and the three of them are gone. Now, I talked about this last stream as well, and before I do, I'm gonna go ahead and put a spoiler warning one more time. If you do not want the final ending of Drakengard 1 spoiled for you, I'll go ahead and put the warning here. So 1 second. Here it is. I'll put the spoiler bunny up. So just mute in a little bit, and then I will remove it when I'm done spoiling shit. It won't be long, but I'll get started now. So this is the hardest ending to get in Drakengard 1, because again, it requires you to play through the entire game, get all the weapons, and I believe max them out, get all of the previous endings A, B, C, and D, to then get E ending. And it leads to this. So all three of them, Kame, Angelus, and the Queen Beast, now appear in a brand new universe. They appear in 2003 modern day Tokyo. Literally. And just like how Drakengard's universe was exactly the same to ours up until the year 800 whatever, 856, in this universe, everything was the same until 2003. So it wasn't until the appearance of the giant baby, like, crashing into the middle of Tokyo, that everything changed. Now, Kame and Angelus are super confused, but the queen herself is still alive. So you have the final boss fight with the queen Beast, And it's through the exact same fight style that I mentioned in the last stream about Drakengard 3 with the weirdest ending, where you basically have a rhythm game fight against the final boss. Normally, you would have an aerial fight or something, right? You would have Angelus, or even in, Drakengard 3, Michael or Mikhail. You would be flying through the sky, you'd be shooting fireballs out. Here, you just are on rails, and you have a rhythm game fight. So the Queen Beast will send out like a shockwave, and you respond with your own, and they clap, and you have to clap to the same rhythm, and you have to keep a certain combo going. Otherwise, you fail. It is very stupid. Anyways, so they're confused, right, as she's still alive, and after the fight, the Queen Beast is destroyed, and she starts to disintegrate. Her ashes start scattering everywhere. And as Kame and Angelus celebrate their victory, the Japanese Air Force shows up, they fire missiles at the pair, and both explode. Angelus's body is impaled upon Tokyo Tower and is eventually taken away to be researched, and we never hear from Kame again. Mainly because they made a pact with Angelus dead, Kame is also dead. If the missile explosion from the jet fighter that came after them did not destroy them. And that is the end to Drakengard 1, and that's what leads into the world of NieR. So, I will now remove the spoiler button again. So welcome back to anyone who muted. But that is the absurdly crazy ending of Drakengard 1. Like I mentioned, it is like nothing of its time. Back in the day when people played this shit, if you look up like GameFAQ, like forum threads for this ending from that era, people are confused. Some people are fucking they're confused. Some people are disappointed. They're like, that's the ending? I busted my ass to get through this entire game, and that's what happens? And yes. So, again, since I quote-unquote spoiled the ending to Drakengard 1 to keep it vague for anyone that didn't mute this, when the Queen Beast is destroyed, her ashes start scattering everywhere, and this is what leads into the world of NieR. And all I know is that the ashes being scattered is very important. As for why, we will not find out until we play through NieR. But that's essentially Drakengard 1 and Drakengard 3, and how they lead into the world of NieR. It is a wild fucking ride, and something that I wasn't expecting when I first played this franchise ages ago. So now, an hour into the stream, we can now begin NieR. So, give me a second as I get that up and running here. Give me one moment. Let me pause the music real quick. And there we go. That's... holy shit. My throat is killing me. Hopefully this has a lot of voice acting to make up for it. But I'm not sure. Alright, let me do this. And let me remove this as well. And go back to... where's it? Oh, here we go. Alright, let's swap over to this. Oh, and I should remove the death counter. Did I have that on throughout the entire Drakengard fight? I hope I didn't. I hope I didn't forget. Oh no. Anyway. Here is NieR itself. Or NieR Replicant. So like I mentioned at the start of the stream, besides what we just talked about with the Drakengard lore dump, I have no idea what to expect from this game. I have no idea what it's about. And again, I only recognize some of the characters. The book, Yokotaro's mask character guy. And the only other thing I know is that during the localization, the West got a different protagonist because Japan thought that the West would not want to play as like a twink. So they were like, okay, well, let's have them play as a gruff old man, and they just replaced NieR, and they kind of changed the story a bit or some shit. I don't know. I don't remember. I will probably find out as the story goes on. But for now, let's start a new game. And I don't know if this is one of those games where harder just means bullet sponges You know, they just are harder to kill, but there's no actual challenge. So we'll go with normal, even though I normally play on harder difficulties. And we'll call ourselves NieR. And we'll go with this. Now let's let the intro cutscene play. That's all I've seen, by the way. Just a little bit of the intro, testing the audio, that's it. Oh yeah, I don't know if I mentioned it, but we are playing this game in Japanese. I think I mentioned it at the start of the stream. But for now, let's see what happens. So I'm so used to like Drakengard 3 with the attacks, and like I'm instinctively trying to roll.
心配すんな。兄ちゃんはお化けなんかに負けない。待ってろ。何か食べられるものを見つけてくるから。ユナ。何があってもその本には触るんじゃないぞ。絶対に。
I think that was the other thing that they kind of changed when they brought it over to the West.
何体いるんだ
Is that instead of it being your sister,
キリがないぞ
since you're playing as an old man, it was instead your daughter
ヨ
or
ナには
something.
指一本触れさせない
Oh boy. Dude, where'd you go?
力を僕がヨナを守るんだ
Oh my god.
ヨナに近寄るな
Okay. Interesting. So now we know that the game is set about 50 years into the future from the Drakengard 1 ending.
僕が守る
And the song that is playing right now is Snow in the Summer.
これが黒のその力
Because again, we know this takes place in summer of 2053. And that's probably the only song name I'm gonna remember. Because again, like, I listen to the soundtrack a lot, but I do not remember much of, like, the names of the others. And one day we'll be given the button to roll. Oh. Hold the attack or magic buttons to charge your attacks. After altering their effects, this can be performed at any point during the combo attack. Okay, otherwise we can just hold this down and aim. And if we hold it down... Oh, so he just rapid fires. Neat. But we can also... smack. Neat. And Dark Execution. Okay. So let's see what this is like if we charge it. Gotcha. Oh, and it cuts him in half. That's insane. Oh, it impales them, I mean. Not cuts them in half. I thought the little red spears were, like their bodies cut in half. Nope. Oh, there's the roll button. Okay, well now we can move on. So, and then it tells me, okay. And you can keep holding L after evading to sprint. I see. Oh boy, is it gonna be like a rhythm game at some point? Or a bullet hell? With these enemies? Like these enemy attacks, I mean? For the tiny one. There we go. And now we can do another attack. So, not that I mind, but what an interesting tutorial. Like, I don't mind the combat, but it's weird. Normally, games don't pull shit like this, I guess. Where they're like, oh, you're now level 10. It's been 5 minutes. Okay.
Yona wa?
I'm so used to Drakengard. I'm like, oh, let me roll real quick with a bumper when that ain't it. Maybe just focus him down, perhaps. Shit, I got interrupted. So let's see how much of our mana depletes, because oh, it keeps going, and then I get interrupted again. Let's see. Nice. And they get smacked by the pipe. So attack gauges. When fighting large enemies, attack gauges will often appear on specific parts of their bodies. Destroy these body parts within a time limit to defeat the enemy. Level up! It does look really fucking cool. But again, maybe it was because when it came out, if you had to fight all these enemies on like the 360 or the PS Triple, that would have been so intensive that maybe the game ran like ass. Like right now, I think I have it set to 60 FPS. I don't really like playing games on higher FPS myself, but that's probably why.
Yona?
お兄ちゃんこそ大丈夫？
あんな奴らなんてことないさ。
よかった。あ、これさっき見つけたの。
クッキー？ヨナの大好物じゃないか。
お兄ちゃんと半分こする。
いいよ、僕は。
お兄ちゃんと一緒に食べたい。
じゃあ小さい方を。
お兄ちゃんはお父さんとお母さんの分まで食べて。
ヨナ！ヨナ！
クッキー落としちゃった。ごめんね。
そんな、なぜ？
ヨナ、いつも助けてもらってばっかりだったから。
ダメだ！ヨナ！ヨナ！誰かヨナを助けてください！誰か！ よな。
Oh, just 1,000-year skip? Excuse me? 1,400 years later?
じゃあ行ってくるよ。
Holy fuck.
ヨナも一緒に行っちゃダメ。
Sorry, like it's just crazy, like how again we go from the year 856 in Drakengard, then to the year 1099 or like a little bit after that, then to 2003 Japan, and now to the year 1400, or sorry, 1,400 years later. Anyway, can I? Yeah.
今日は狩りをすることになると思うからやめておいた方がいいな。帰りにまたヨナの好きそうな本を借りてきてやるから。
ありがとう、ヨナ。
じゃあ行ってくるよ。
I gotta get used to not skipping them by accident. Let's see if she says anything else.
ヨナ、お兄ちゃんのことが大好きだよ。
Okay. Alright, let's see what we have here. Oh. Medicinal herbs. And 100 gold.
ポポルさんのいる図書館に行かなきゃ。
So I did quickly look up a review of NieR from the time, just to kind of look at the score. IGN gave it a 7 out of 10. They called it good. And they said something along the lines of like, this game is ugly and repetitive. Also, if you've got a weekend to spare, you can finish it right away. I was like, oh, okay. So that's something that I vaguely remember of the time. You can use mailboxes to save your progress. Mailboxes can be found all over the world, so keep your eyes peeled for them. Alright, well, let's save. Okay. Interesting. This game does look really nice, though. Like, just looking at the surrounding area. Now, I know there's different versions of songs. Ironically enough, maybe the soundtrack might have spoiled stuff for me, but I know there's different versions of songs, and I don't know what determines that from happening. Maybe it's different timeline stuff, different things happening cause certain songs to change. That'd be my guess. Let's see what this guy has to say.
そういえば東街道を抜けた先にある砂漠には狼がよく出るそうです。
In the desert of all things. Okay. Oh, at least NieR can run really fucking fast. It seems like we might have to go this way, though. Unless that seems to be a gate. Yeah, I don't think we can go through that. Maybe the steps that I saw up here. Yeah, good thing this lad is, like, quick as fuck.
今日もポポルさんのところへかな。
Also, there's a dog here somewhere. We'll have to find it in a bit.
若いと無理をしがちじゃが、時には下がって周囲を見ることも大切じゃぞ。
True. What do you have to say?
ポポルさん、今日こそあなたのところに。
Okay. Is Popola dead or something? I'm gonna learn to make awesome food for NieR. I better start working on a new secret recipe. Oh, this looks so fucking cool, dude. I love libraries. Look at this. Look at all the books. There's so many of them. And they don't seem to be copy-pasted. Wait, no, hold on. Okay, so they repeat every 3, it seems. So every 3, like, bookshelves repeat. Oh, that's unfortunate. If they would have all been unique, that would have been crazy, because, like, that's usually what, like, these series are known for. Like, levels of detail. Maybe that's in Automata. Or maybe they're like, we shouldn't waste resources making 300 unique bookshelves.
お父さんもお母さんもお仕事でいつも忙しいの。だから私が弟の面倒を見るためにここで本を見せてるんです。
昔の人はすごくたくさんの本を書いてたんだね。でも変わった字が多くて読むのが大変だけど。
They're all in French or some shit.
ここの書物からは過去の素晴らしい技術が読み取れるんだが、今はその技術のかけらも残っておらん。不思議なことだ。
This book I'm reading, young man. It seems to be a manual to operate some kind of ancient apparatus. It is known as the Nintendo 64. What could that be? That's some weird text, man. Okay.
おはよう。最近ヨナちゃんの調子はどう？
相変わらず咳が止まらないんです。
そう、心配ね。
少しでもヨナが元気になればいいんだけど、僕には何もできない。
そんなことないわ。あなたは立派なお兄ちゃんよ。そうだ。今日はこれを頼みたいんだけれど、商店街から仕事の依頼があったの。北平原の羊から肉を取ってきてほしいそうよ。
わかった、すぐ行くよ。
北平原に行くなら地図を持って行って。必ず役に立つわ。あ、それからついでに依頼の人から薬草を3個買ってきてもらえる？ちょうど切らしちゃって。はい、これがお金よ。
こんなにいっぱい？お金が余っちゃうよ。
余ったらヨナちゃんへの薬草でも買ってあげなさい。
それは
お願いね。
Everything so far is being really like wholesome.
いつもありがとう、ポポルさん。
急にどうしたの？
身寄りのない僕ら兄弟を気にかけてくれて。僕らポポルさんや村の人にはとても感謝してるんです。
困った時はお互い様よ。みんな早くヨナちゃんの元気な姿が見たいのよ。だから頑張ってね、お兄ちゃん。
Oh god.
わかった。
So I can only imagine, like how fucked up it's gonna get, probably later on or something. Two of the other people have to like say before we continue.
ポポルさんに頼まれて本の整理をしてるけど、量が多くて困るわ。
What kind of outfit is she wearing though? It's like a one-piece bathing suit with a shirt and like leggings made of leather, or stockings made of leather, and some boots. Oh well. Oh.
ヨナ。
お兄ちゃん。
ダメじゃないか。ちゃんと家で寝てなきゃ。ほら、服のリボンもほどけてるぞ。
ごめんなさい。でもヨナね、病気を早く治す方法を探してたの。
ヨナ、大丈夫。ヨナは心配しなくてもいいんだよ。いっぱい食べてよく寝たらちゃんと良くなるから。
本当？
もちろん。それじゃあお兄ちゃんは仕事に行くから、おとなしく家に帰るんだぞ。
Now, I don't remember the name of this voice actor, but I'm pretty sure the lines are still the same from like 2013 or whatever. And
今、減り続ける人口と蔓延する奇病が世界を悩ませているらしい。魔物と呼ばれる黒い化け物も人々の生活を脅かすようになってきた。でも僕にとって気がかりなことはただ一つ。妹のヨナと一緒に今日をちゃんと生き延びられるかどうか。子供だけで生きていくのはいろいろ大変だけど、優しい人の多いこの村でならなんとかやっていける気がする。いや、やっていかなくちゃならないんだ。ヨナのためにも。
so if the voice or voice lines have been kept the same, and they've only maybe, I don't know, made them in HD, they've remastered them a bit, then this dude has like, we can't pet the dog. This dude has like typical anime protagonist voice from 2013. From the, if you watch any action anime from the early 2000s or mid 2000s, you're gonna hear a voice similar to this guy. Oh, look, another dog! And I love the song too. My God, it's so good. And of course, she's not singing anymore.
おはようデボルさん。
あんまり走ると転ぶよ。
大丈夫。
And now she goes back to singing. It's stuff like that that's pretty neat. Like, those little details are pretty cool. But I should be able to view the map this way now. Yeah, so we've got the town, I guess, onto the left, bottom left. And then we have to go straight up. Right? And the further away we get, the voice is also gone. That's so cool.
飛ばされた時はとっさに防御して受け身を取るのを忘れるなよ。
And what do you have to say?
最近は北平原の羊たちの気性が荒いって聞いたな。狩りに行くなら気をつけろよ。
Is that? Oh, I thought the guy looked a little bit like Kojima for a second. I was like, does he make a cameo here? Today, Popola sent me a new book about a great big tree. I really hope it has a happy ending. There's nothing worse than a sad tree. Look at the sheep. They're so cute. Okay, so we can lock on and move, or move it. They're so cute. Actually, wait. What did they ask me to get? Not options. Orders, is it? I can call animals. I can call. Oh my God, they're all coming to me. God, I think what they asked me to do was come to the plains. No, they wanted me to go back to the village, buy something, buy some herbs, and come back, right? That's what it was. I think I looked away the second I was reading it. Forgot. Alright, let's go back to the village real quick. There should be, what, an herbalist? Somewhere here? And he should be on this side. Look at him run. Okay, so what do we have? An apothecary?
ポポルさんから話は聞いてる。羊の肉を3個、
よろしく頼むよ。
Oh, right, he wanted mutton. Fuck. Alright, well now, now I feel like I'm wasting time. Okay, let's kill the sheep, get some mutton, and then come back, talk to the guy. That jump is really cool too. Like, it's a very hefty one. Devil and Popola came to keep me company today. They even sang a song for me. It was really great. I need to practice so I can sing to NieR when he gets back. Alright. Now let's actually do this. So it's what, attack with this and kill a sheep. Oh no. Approach your fallen prey and press B to collect any useful materials. Okay. He's looking at us. Like he saw me kill. That's so cute. They've learned, like they learn exactly from like their surroundings. That's so neat. Alright, I just need one more mutton. Oh! He fucking kicked me. I could have gotten any other sheep by this point, but this one angered me. No. Alright.
羊の肉は集まったし、村に戻ろう。
Alright, now let's go back. So far we've gotten a typical adventure fetch quest. Oh.
さあ、魔物がこんなところにも。
Oh, they need like full combos to go down. Alright.
魔物が村のこんな近くに現れるなんて。
Shouldn't we like warn the townspeople? Or the guards? Like, hey, by the way, shades are near. NieR.
安心して帰りにも行けないな。お店の人に肉を届けに行かないと。
北平原にはロボット山と呼ばれる鉱山があります。危険なところですが、貴重な鉱石が取れることで有名ですね。
Thank you, Kojima. What about you?
最近は北平原
Nope. Alright, no new dialogue.
羊の肉。
助かったよ。空前の羊肉ブームでね。これ少ないけど取っといてくれ。あとポポルさんにもお礼を伝えておいてくれるかな。
うん、伝えておくね。
Find sell items, weapons, and materials at shops. Okay. Well, what else do you have?
狩りへ出る前には、ちゃんと道具類を揃えることをおすすめするよ。
Okay. So he's got herbs, salves, and antidotal weed, and then some maps. But we'll hold off on that for
ま
now.
た買いに来てくださいね。
Let's see what the others have to say. What about you?
あら、今日は狩りではなくてお買い物？
いや、調子はどうだい？
Okay, well, what else do we have? Just guards and more people.
お庭をお花で埋めてみるのはいかがかしら。
Oh, she sells flowers. And we can buy stuff to plant. Interesting. Bell peppers and wheat and tomatoes. Huh. Maybe.
綺麗な花を咲かせてくださいね。
Interesting. Oh, there's so many people.
いらっしゃい。いろいろといい素材を入荷してるよ。
Berries, a log, ivy, sap, and wool. Huh. Wool's that expensive? But I can only sell it for 160. Bro, you're ripping me off.
どうもありがとう。
Alright, let's proceed, and we'll talk to people later on. Let's just try to get things moving a bit. Alright, let's turn in this quest and see what's up.
羊の肉。あと薬草を3つだったね。
よかったわ。これで少しは食料不足も抑えられるでしょう。薬草も助かったわ。今日のお仕事はこれでおしまいです。
ありがとう。
Okay. And back to our sister we go. What an interesting, like, start to the game so far. Going from the past to this now is still pretty unique. Oh. Let's jump this way. Or not. Oh, those rocks are invisible, as I see. Oh, right. The mailbox. We should save. Alright. But there's another mailbox here. Anyway. Oh.
今日は何か面白いことあった？お外の世界のお話ない？
She's a fucking liar.
ヨナ、今日もちゃんと本を読んで待ってたんだけど、全部読んじゃった。
あ、そうだ。昨日ポポルさんに月の涙の伝説を聞いたよ。
月の涙？
花の名前だよ。その花を見つけるとお金持ちになれるんだってさ。月の涙を見つけたらヨナの好きなものを何でもお腹いっぱい食べさせてあげる。
ヨナ、病気が治るお薬が欲しいな。
うん。どんな病気だって治す薬も買えるよ。ヨナ、どうかした？
なんでもない。おやすみなさい。
I don't know if you've noticed, but the candles are very, like, close to the ceiling. And it worries me that it's gonna, like, set the room ablaze.
じゃあ今日もポポルさんのところに行ってくるよ。
Yeah, like if you just look closely, look at the candles on the chandelier. They're like super close to the roof.
今日はおとなしくしてるんだよ。
Or to the ceiling, I mean. Jeez. Alright. How much you want to bet that's gonna be a plot point? Just like we come back one day from Popola and our house is on fire. Turns out the candles in the chandelier were too close to the ceiling and everything burns. I mean, considering this series, I wouldn't put it past them.
今日も何か手伝えることありますか？
あるにはあるんだけど、ちょっと大変なお仕事なのよ。
大丈夫、任せて。
本当に？北平原の橋が壊れているのは知っているかしら？
うん、柱が腐って落ちちゃったんだよね。
その橋を大工職人さんたちが修理していたんだけど、そこに運悪く魔物が現れたの。
え、あんなところにも魔物が？
ええ、曇っていたから魔物も活動できたみたい。そのうちの大工さんが一人大怪我しちゃったの。それでみんな身動きが取れなくて。
僕が魔物を倒してきます。
でも危ないわ。
大丈夫、僕は剣の腕だって鍛えてるから。村の誰にも負けないくらい強いんです。昨日だって村の入り口にいた魔物を倒したんだ。
そう。本当に大丈夫なの？
任せといて。
Oh boy. It's probably gonna be like some boss or some shit. Well, let's find out. I do like the way we open doors and stuff in the game too. It reminds me a lot of like Zelda games. Oh. Ooh. All of a sudden it's not sunny out. It's a little, you know, overcast. Do you say anything about it?
北平原には
More medicinal herbs. Alright, let's head on out. Alright, so they want us to go straight ahead. This way. Well, it's like getting darker. So, press LT at the right moment to deflect an enemy's attack and throw it off balance. Then immediately swing your weapon to unleash a devastating counterattack. Huh. Interesting. Alright, well, let's try it. Oh, and it rolled out of the way. Oh no. Let's try it again. Oh. That is cool as fuck. If you're locked on, you can dodge behind them.
やっと片付いた。
That's super rad.
これで当分は魔物も出てこないだろう。
Was honestly not expecting that. Like we just got behind the dude. All right. Now we're gonna be the Sekiro pros this time. That fucking sheep tried to kick me. What a cunt. Let's see if these guys do it. Yeah, they tried to. Some of them do. That's fucking funny. I think it might be faster to roll, which is kind of funny. Because I believe in Legend of Zelda that shit happens too. You don't necessarily, I don't think you really go faster if you roll, but like people do it anyways. Although here it feels like we really are going faster. Just roll up some stairs, no big deal. Alright, Popola. Let's see what you got.
あ、おかえりなさい。
ただいま。
大丈夫？怪我はない？
大丈夫だよ、ポポルさん。
あなたが出た後すごく心配になって、やっぱり頼むんじゃなかったって。
平気だよ。ポポルさんは心配性だな。
無事で本当によかった。そうそう、大工さんたちがあなたにお礼ですって。
ありがとう。
これでヨナちゃんに美味しいものでも食べさせてあげて。
Oh my god.
そうだ、ヨナちゃんって言えばお昼にここに来たわ。
That still feels like a lot. Like we had $100 to our name and then they're giving us 1,000 permission now.
ちゃんと寝てろって言ったのに。
まあまあ、なんだか私に聞きたいことがあったみたいよ。
聞きたいこと？
外の世界の話を聞きたがってたわ。
村の外の？
そう、なんだか熱心に聞いてきて。
また変な本を読んで変な興味持ってないといいんだけど。
もちろん村の外に出ちゃいけないって言っておいたから安心して。
よかった。
早く帰ってあげて。ヨナちゃんも心配しているわ。
ありがとう。
That's kind of sad. I mean, she is super sick, so she can't leave, right? We all know that trope of the sickly sister. So it's I don't know, we'll see how this game handles it. Oh, that is fucking fast. Look at that. Save again. Huh?
ヨナ？
Where'd she go?
どこ行っちゃったんだろう。まだ図書館にいるのかな。
Oh no. Do they really want me to go back into the library? Okay. I was hoping that that IGN review would be wrong about repetitiveness, but so far, I mean, it is the start of the game, I can't blame it, but my god. Well, we'll see where this goes.
Here にはいないみたいだな。ポポルさんに聞いてみよう。ポポルさん、ヨナが家にいないんです。
え？どうしたのかしら。
何か心当たりはないですか？
お昼にここに来てからは見かけていないけど。
その時何か言ってませんでしたか？
そうね。月の涙が咲いている場所を聞かれたわ。昔は石の神殿のあたりに咲いていたっていう話をしたんだけど。
月の涙の話をヨナが？そんな。
どうしたの？
昨日月の涙を見つけるとお金持ちになれるって言い伝えの話をしたんです。
え？
それで何でも治す薬も買えるかって聞かれて。
Oh no. Also, hey Mina. Thanks for joining me tonight.
じゃあヨナちゃんは
まさか自分の薬を買うために探しに行かなきゃ。
Oh no.
石の神殿は
東門から行くしかないわ。
ありがとう。
There's already like drama, considering like the start.
東門に行ってみよ
う。Considering the start of the game, and now we've got this. Let's check. So around the corner. Oh boy. Well, let's hope our sister is okay. Otherwise, I think maybe NieR would have a mental breakdown.
あれは 今はヨナを探さなきゃ。東門に様子を見に。
We are at the Eastern Gate. Talk to the guards who probably saw her leave. Okay, well, we have a ribbon.
ヨナ、まさか本当に石の神殿に行ったんじゃ。
Wow, this song is so good too. My god. God. It's like I said, the soundtrack is so good.
「崖が崩れてて先に進めないぞ。まさかヨナはこの隙間をくぐったのかな。他に先に進める道を探そう。
No. What's up she wasn't caught in the rock slide? Even worse. Alright, let's see what happens. A treasure chest? No, boxes. So that's where the rock slide happened. This place is so beautiful, man. This game is so fucking beautiful, man. Like, I know I'm praising it a lot, but jeez, it's insane sometimes. You know? Like, from the music to the art style. Like, even, like, the graphics are pretty nice for, you know, a game this old. They are upscaled to, like, 8x or something. But, like, it's still so nice. Alright, let's actually go up the tree. Oh, wait. What's in here? A lost shrine map. Okay. Well, up we go. Cardboard boxes? In the year 34 something? 3400?
どこにいるんだ
In a bronze key. And we can't go that way. Huh.
ここにも魔物がこんな危ないところにヨナ
So we're dungeon crawling now? What the fuck? A thick dictionary. Okay. Man, that was weird, but so cool. Neat. And they bleed? That's crazy too, unless that's my blood. If it is my blood, that's insane. Like how much blood we're bleeding. This seems like an elevator, maybe? Let's keep looking. So we went through here, right? I'm pretty sure. This was the entrance. No. Never mind. Let's see what this one leads to. Okay. So the shades do bleed. That is crazy. God, look at all the blood. Really makes you wonder, like, what they are. Considering that, again, we've had humans transform into monsters in the past in the Drakengard franchise, almost makes you wonder what shades are. A one-handed sword, Nirvana dagger. Changing weapons. You can press down to change the equipped weapon. So it's slightly faster, and it weighs a little more, but or sorry, not slightly faster. It does a little more damage. All right, we'll try it. But it does seem to attack faster. Get fucking predicted? Oh, we could just retaliate on the dude that didn't even attack us yet. That's fucking funny. Oh, we do get heavy attacks. Neat. I did not know that. Good stuff. Okay, combat is a little varied. And so far we're doing okay. We're also presumably going in circles as we climb this shrine. Alright, I am low on HP, so I might as well use one of these. Or two. Okay. So it seems like we're at the top of the shrine here. Interesting. Instead of taking the side path, let's check the boxes out. Okay. Never mind. It's not much. Let's swap back over to the Nameless Blade, though. Let's explore a bit more before we leave NieR. And see if there's any more, like, treasure here. Just some boxes and probably combat. Nope. Okay. Man, we're like super lucky all these doors were unlocked. Imagine having to like platform to get a key. God, I hope this game doesn't have platforming though. It was bad in Drakengard 3. And oh, we can double jump. What the fuck? Okay. That means there's platforming in the game. Oh no. But there's gonna be platforming. They never give you a double jump in an action game unless there's platforming. Devil May Cry has platforming and it's an action game. And now NieR, more than likely, is also part platformer. Oh, am I out of space for medicinal herbs? Yes, I am. And it's not even really a double jump, it's more like a slight boost, I guess. To your jump. Now, my question is, if our sister is here, how the fuck did she get past all of this? Right? Like, she's supposed to be, like, you know, sick or sickly. You know? Like, no way she platformed her way up here. And we have block puzzles. Oh, no. That's like Soul Reaver now. No. I don't know. What are you... NieR, what are you doing? Push forward. So you can't move like side to side. Like if I press left or right, it seems to just move you back. And if you press forward, it'll move it forward. So you can't move left or right here.
はしごが壊れてる。上に登るには何か台になるものがないと。
Yeah, the block that we're moving. Come on, NieR. Use your head a little bit, son. Okay. This game is probably really fun to speedrun, considering like the movement itself is really fluid. Again, like just being able to like run whenever you want. The jumping feels really nice and solid. I don't know, maybe when I finish like this playthrough, I'll look up a speedrun of it. What are you doing? No, NieR, jump off. Like, at a save point. Oh no. Means there's a possible boss fight ahead. Oh boy.
ヨナ！なんだこいつら！
Okay, so our sister is here.
早くヨナを！妹！邪魔だ！くそ！ヨナを返してくれ！
Huh.
痛いではないか。
邪魔だよ！ヨナ！
こら、待たぬか。我を無視するつもりか。選ばれし存在である我を害虫のように扱いよって。
ヨナ、大丈夫？ヨナ！ヨナ！
まったく、これだから人という。目の前の課題を一人でやり遂げようという心がけは実に立派である。
ヨナ！ヨナ！
と同時に実に愚かしい。なぜ古代の英知に助けを求めるのだ。古の書の深遠なる助言を聞き漏らすのか。
なんだお前は。
そのような雑魚ども、我なら一層できようというのに。我を誰と心得る。汝に力を与えし白の書であるぞ。見くびるでない。汝に最後の機会を与える。我の力を借りたくば素直に頭を下げよ。
I assume we talked to him, maybe. Ask the mysterious book for assistance. Sure. The mysterious book joined us. You can open the main menu by pressing pause. Okay. Oh. Here he is. So, Vice joined our party. Okay. So now here's all our items, quests. Oh, now we have a quest log. Along with weapons. Word edit. Okay, and then some notes.
どうやったらヨナを助けられるの？
我が魔物どもを一掃すればあの魔法陣を解けよう。
そんなことできるの？
我を誰と心得る。汝に力を与えし白の書であるぞ。見くびるでない。
早く何とかしてしろ。
我の名を略すでない。
どんどん魔物が出てきてるよ。
我に歯向かうとは愚かな。死んだ万象を言葉で収束できるこの白の書を相手に
どうしたの？
思い出せぬ。お前が力任せに打ったせいで記憶が飛んだらしい。
We gave him brain damage.
そんな。とにかく何とかしなきゃ。
Yeah, his
あの
voice is
黒
really
い魔
nice.
物の血を吸ったの？
For sure. どうしたの？白。大丈夫？しっかりして。
どうやら我は黒い奴らを倒すと力を取り戻せるらしい。
これは魔法の力？
これこそが偉大なる我が白の書よ。
待ってろヨナ、すぐ行くからな。これで終わり？
そう簡単には
Oh god.
いかぬらしいな。落ち着け。頭に血が昇った方の負けであるぞ。
But yeah, his voice, like being like a grumpy old man, is pretty neat.
あれは防御結界。
何それ？
防御結界の敵には剣も魔法も用をなさぬ。
じゃあどうすれば？
防御結界を張っている奴は動くことすらできぬ。動いている方から倒せ。
Oh, I fucking deflected that, but I guess I was too,
とどめを刺すのだ。いきなり襲いかかるとは知性の感じられるこ。
And now we learn Dark Lance. And switching magic and abilities, press that to open up.
球筋を見極めて一気に片付けろ。
避けるので精一杯だよ。これも白の力？
I see. So our magic does get, like,
頼りないな。しっかりしてよ。
何？どけよ。
Get him.
気をつけろ。一本面のやつが凶暴になったぞ。
分かった。
今ぞ攻撃の契機だ。あの化け物壊れたか。
it missed our sister, right? It didn't hit her?
雑魚が湧いてきたぞ。蹴散らせ。まず小さい奴らを倒せ。
Yep. I keep meaning to retaliate like this.
あとはあの一体のみだ。気を抜くな。
Where's the hand? And where's the other one? No way this thing is dead. Alright, let's rescue our frail sister.
お兄ちゃん、ごめんね。ヨナ、またお兄ちゃんに迷惑かけた。
謝るのは僕の方だ。ごめんね。怖かったね。早く家に帰ろう、ヨナ。
何やら検問であるな。
この神殿古そうだもんね。早く出よう。
Oh yeah, I bet. I bet he's for sure just gonna be like that old man character. Maybe once he recovers from the brain damage. Love how that boulder just ragdolls off.
間に合ったようだな。
お兄ちゃん、月の涙なかった。お兄ちゃんをお金持ちにしてあげたかったのに、ごめんね。
ヨナ。なんだこれ。
Oh no.
国門病か。いつからだ。
変な咳をするようになったのは1ヶ月前。
その病にかかった人間は全身に黒い文字のような文様が広がり、やがて死に至る。
よな。
今はそっとしておけ。
Interesting. So again, with the knowledge that we have from Drakengard 1 and Drakengard 3, my assumption is that she's afflicted by something involving the Black Flower. Well, at least again, that's my guess. Like I mentioned before in the huge lore dump, when we had the body of one of the Watchers, which is essentially part of the Black Flower, just spread its ashes all over Tokyo once it was defeated at the end of Drakengard 1. It could be that that's the type of disease she's got. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Oh.
どうしてヨナなんだ。何も悪いことしてないのに、僕たち兄弟ばかり なんでこんな目に。
我とて助ける方法があれば助けてやりたいのだが。
Where's the box? Here. Save again. Okay. So I assume we talked to...
ヨナ、まだ小さいのに。
I assume we go to the library again? Not sure. Let's find out. And of course, if you didn't know, Vice is just German for white. So he's just the white grimoire. I believe the one that we had at the start of the game back in 2053 was a black one. So if I were to take a guess, its name is going to be like Schwarz or something, and it's going to be a counterpart to this book. I don't know. That would be my guess. Pablo, do you know anything?
ヨナちゃんのことは聞いてるわ。本当になんて言ったらいいか。
Nope. Or does she have anything else to say, actually?
ヨナちゃんの
Right, so no multiple dialogue from NPCs. That's interesting. Let's see if this chick has something else to say instead of like, I shouldn't have agreed to organize all these books.
今は誰とも話す気になれない。
I don't want to talk to her right now. Now, there was something about... Oh, well, there was something about combos, right? Let me check here. Fishing... Oh, no. There's fishing in the game. That's gonna be something. Let's see. View details. Forging recipe, titanium alloy needs 3. And when it levels up... Okay. A simple sword forged by a village smith, more suited to fending off small animals than actual combat. Are you sure this thing looks huge? Or this thing is huge? What about the Nirvana dagger? A group of girls use this sword to consecrate a new temple with their own blood. Oh my god, is it the sacrificial dagger? Alright, let's see what the story says. Smash, smash, smash. Sweat rolls down the faces of hand-scrabbled men as they chip away at ironstone, their cheerful singing echoing through the mine. We are workers, workers in the mine, dirty from tip to toe. Again, today we search for iron with all our might. Smash, smash, smash. And what about the Nirvana dagger? The girl had been betrothed to a local lord on the day of her birth. What? Excuse me? Okay. As she grew, her days were taken up studying proper bridal technique, while her evenings were spent staring out her bedroom window and offering prayers to her betrothed to the night sky. Oh my lord, if only you would come to me but a single day sooner. This girl has been groomed since the moment she was born. That is insane lore for a sword. Found inside the walls of a temple in which women just gave their blood up to some god, maybe in a ritual.
よう、無事だったのか。東門から出たと聞いて心配。なんだその本は。
あ、これはその。
我は偉大なる白の書であるぞ。敬ってもらって構わんぞ。
へえ、白の書って喋るんだな。知らなかったよ。
Oh, in Japanese they just call him Shiro? Like literally white?
白のこと知ってるんですか?
Yeah, they do. So they localized him as Vice instead, I guess, maybe just to sound cool.
今歌ってた歌に出てくるんだよ。白の書って。
歌？
そう。村に昔から伝わる古の歌さ。古い言葉だからね。何言ってるかわからないだろうけど。
その歌 どんな意味があるんですか？
意味って言われてもな、あんまり詳しくはないんだが、いつかこの世に黒の書が舞い降り、病をまき散らす。
I called it. There's a black book.
だがそれに抗う白の書が世界を救うって感じかな。どうしたんだ一体？
いや、なんでもないです。それでどうやって白の書は世界を救うことになってるんですか？
I don't know.
さあね。私もそこまで詳しく理解して歌ってるわけじゃないし。
そうなんだ。
しょげるなよ。物知りポポルに聞いてみたらどうだ？何か知ってるかもしれないし。
そうですね。どうもありがとう。
Her dress is really cool too. Like her outfit is really nice.
白の書と黒の書、病。
どうしたのだ？
いや、ちょっと気になることがあって。
This black book, NieR. It's called the Death Note. It landed in Japan, a country far to the east in the year 2001. I'm expecting that to be part of the plot in some way, shape, or form. That black book has to be some book of death, right? And probably some teenager found it in Japan.
ヨナちゃんのことは聞いてるわ。本当になんて言ったらいいか。
そのことでお願いがあるんです。デボルさんが歌っていた古の歌について教えてもらえませんか？
それは白の書？
白を知ってるんですか？
話が早そうだ。
古の歌ね。
Yeah, I don't blame me calling him Shido instead, because I mean, Vice, trying to remember that can be a little hard if you are not used to Germanic words, I guess.
黒の書が世界に最悪をもたらしたとき、白の書が現れ、封印されし言葉で黒の書を下ろし、最悪を消し去るって言われてるの。
封印されし言葉って。
正確な記録が残っていないのでよくはわからないけど、何か魔法のようなものらしいわ。
そうか、そうだったんだ。
And so the black book is called NieR. That is insane. And I don't know if you noticed, but in that little paneling image, we had knights, or Renaissance individuals, people from that era, and then a giant circle with 3 eyes in it. Almost makes you think of the Cult of the Watchers. It's kind of interesting. And then there's a hidden verse, maybe the song of an intoner. Who knows? This is all just stuff that's going through my mind right now, but if I'm right, that's pretty cool. I can imagine how, if say I'm wrong, imagine you're playing this game in the year like 2010 or whatever, and you had never played Drakengard, or if you're joining and you miss like the hour Loredump that I gave a while back, and you have no idea what the fuck is going on. I can imagine how confusing this would be. Like, just, I mean, overall so far it's just mysterious, right? But let's say the game keeps going and it's giving you a bunch of breadcrumbs for like fans of the series or people that have been exposed to the previous games. Like, if you missed it, you'd probably be super confused.
どうしたの？
白の書が病を消し去るって古の歌に書いてあったんですよね。そして封印されし言葉。
あの神殿で石像を倒した時に我が吸ったものが封印されし言葉ということか。
そうだよ、白さえいればヨナの病気は治るんだ。
そんな、これは昔の言い伝えなんじゃ。
だけど 白の書はこうやって実在してるんです。病を治す言い伝えもきっと本当だ。
しかし肝心の黒の書のありかがわからぬ。
それは記録には書かれていないわ。封印されし言葉も一つとは限らないし。
だが魔物たちと封印されし言葉は浅からぬ関係があるようだな。
じゃあ僕が手当たり次第に魔物を殺していくよ。
そんな危ないこと。
量をこなして質を得るつもりか。無謀な策だ。
ここにじっとして何もしないよりマシだよ。僕は行く。ヨナのために。
でもそうなら仕方ないわね。最近崖の村という場所で魔物が出ていると聞いたわ。北平原の橋の修理が終わったらしいから、そこを渡っていけば行けると思う。地図に書いておいたわ。もしかしたら封印されし言葉はそこにあるかもしれない。
Interesting.
村長の家を訪ねてみるといいわ。崖の村で一番高いところにある建物よ。
わかった。
So I looked it up real quick because again his voice sounds really familiar, and I just remembered he's the voice of Miyoshi from Kaiji. If you've ever watched like peak anime, he voices one of the side characters, which is interesting. I was looking through some more of this dude's like history, and he voices a bunch of other characters that people are really familiar with. Stuff from Bleach, stuff from Black Butler. The CV is Koji Yusa, and the dude looks like a Final Fantasy character, IRL.
本当に無理しないでね。
But yeah, I mean, if we don't go, who else will? If we're honest, if we're being honest here. The boy who's always running around outside gave me a super pretty flower today. I wonder if Popola knows what it's called. Quest. So some villagers may ask you to perform jobs for them, and we can view them in the menu. Okay. We can check, maybe? If anyone has any.
古くから歌い継がれてきただけはある。耳に馴染むいい歌であったな。
Dude, it's so good. It's such a good song.
本にも耳があるの？
even Vice recognizes Peak. Alright, let's see what you want.
ああ、あんたか。ちょっと困ったことがあってな。
どうしたの？
実は北平原にいるイノシシが村人を襲うようになったんだよ。どうにか逃げ帰ってきたらしいが、このままにしておくわけにもいかないだろうし。
退治してくればいいんだね。
報酬は弾むよ。
Okay.
わかった。
ああ、あとイノシシを倒したんだったら、イノシシの牙を採取しておくといい。いろいろ便利に使えるからな。
For like medicine, maybe?
こんにちは。お、どうしたんですか？何か困ったことでも？
ああ、そうなんだよ。村で飼ってる鶏についてなんだけどさ。この頃卵の数が減っててね。どうもおかしいと思ったら産んだ卵を隠してるみたいなんだよ。気持ちはわかるけど、卵は貴重品だからね。そこで卵の隠し場所を見つけて、ついでに回収してきてほしいんだ。頼めるかな？
Okay.
任せて。
みんなから話を聞けば隠し場所が見えてくると思うから、よろしく頼むよ。
Huh. Well, we can try to take on some quests if we can.
お使いをお願いしたいんだけどいいかしら。
いいよ。
チューリップの球根を3個お願いしたいの。海岸の町でしか売ってないから遠出になっちゃうのよ。
いつもこんな面倒な買い物を頼まれるのか。
買い物は頼まれるけど、でも面倒だとは思ってないよ。これでお小遣いをもらって僕ら兄弟は暮らしてるんだ。みんな楽な暮らしじゃないのに僕らに仕事をくれる。むしろ感謝しなきゃいけないのはこっちの方だね。
そうか。
Hmm.
なら頑張らないとな。
いらっしゃい。
Alright, let's see what you got. A lily leaf sword and a beastbane. A sword that bears a beastly motif. Its short, thin blade seems eager to vanish from sight. Huh. It's lightweight. No, from light to heavy. It does a fuck ton of damage and it's got magic power. Huh. And then this is a narrow sword once owned by a woman of such impossible beauty that men begged her to take their lives. Oh no. And then we've got ore. I don't know if this can be used to craft stuff later. And I'm not sure what we do with the dictionaries, maybe. Considering that these are like drops, I assume we can sell these. Same with the clock. Alright, let's buy the lily leaf sword. Let's see what that's like.
I don't.
Okay. So it does a lot more damage, it's got magic power, and it's also light. Interesting. Let's read the description of it. So, where is it? Here. So we know that it's, you know, some people begged the woman to take their lives, but if we read the story. I love him with all my heart, and he does me. When we cross paths outdoors, he sends signals with his eyes that only I can understand. He treasures my gifts so much. He keeps them locked away in a safe. Oh, I couldn't ask for a better lover. It would be pretty insane if she was like schizo about this. It's like, oh, the signals he sends me when we walk, and he's like got dirt in his eye or something. But alright, let's head out to the plains. If we ever go in the direction of the... Oh, people are talking. Well, we can talk to these guys. Do they have quests?
鶏の卵の隠し場所？
物陰、家、木、門、壁。考えられる場所は多いな。
ちょうどいいところにいらしたわ。お仕事を頼みたいのだけどいいかしら。
大丈夫だよ。
子供たちのために夕食は毎晩羊の肉を使っているのだけど、そこであなたに直接羊狩りを依頼したくてね。分
かった。それじゃあ行ってくるよ。
まったく。なぜ我がヤギ狩りなど。
あれは羊だよ。
どう違うのだ？
全然違うよ。白くてモコモコしてるのが羊で、スッとしてるのがヤギ。
人間だって毛の長さやスタイルは違うではないか。
すまない。崖の村に荷物を届けてほしいんだが頼めるか？以前世話になった人に贈り物をしたくてね。
Sure.
引き受けるよ。
助かるよ。中身は割れ物だから転がったり吹っ飛んだりしないでくれよ。
Oh no.
崖の村の村長さんの家なんだ。村で一番高い場所にある家だよ。
Imagine the second I roll, it like breaks it.
すまない。ちょっと伝言を頼みたいんだがいいか。商店街の武器屋の奥さんに頼んだ訓練用武具がまだ届いてないから早めに届けてほしいんだ。頼むよ。
Sure.
あ、よかった。じゃあ武器屋の奥さんによろしく言っておいてくれよな。
Okay, and you probably have one more quest.
荷物よろしく頼むよ。
Come back if it breaks. Oh my god. Okay, well, let's rush to the area, which is where we're going anyways. and then let's deliver this thing, and then on the way back we'll hunt and grab stuff.
いやこれで結構大変なんだよ。すぐ逃げるし。
魔法で撃てばよかろう。
ああ、
どうした？魔物か？
確かにそうだね。魔法で撃てば近寄らなくても倒せるね。
Oh, true?
あともう一つ教えておかねばならぬことがある。
何？
急に叫ぶな。耳がおかしくなる。
白がいれば世界をヨナを救えるんだ。
果たしてそれは誠であろうか。
白ってただの口うるさい本じゃなかったんだね。
Stronger Dark Blast Tutorial.
無礼なやつめ。今後は丁重に扱うがよい。
God, this soundtrack is so good. I know I keep saying it, but it's just so amazing. I love it so much. Oh. Alright, so let's head over to the area. Now, is this it? Well, I guess we'll find out. Gold ore. It said something about it being at the highest peak. Or highest point. Seems like it's a shop, maybe? Or something. It's important. Some clay. Neat. And what else? Okay, let's save again.
不思議なところにある村だな。
村長の家はどういうルートで行けばよいのだ？
So when I first heard this song, I thought it was like for a boss fight or something. But no, it's just for a village. It sounds almost like a boss fight, like, you know, like a boss's music. I mean. I'd fight them, but I don't want to like break the parcel and then have to like, do this again. Oh. What do you mean, my kind? Oh no! Ah, you piece of shit. You obtain the word pa. Used with weapons. Weapon attack power +2. You obtain a word. Words enable you to power up your weapons and magic. You can make use of words you've obtained by applying them to weapons or magic on Grimoire Vice's word edit tab.
何かが割れる音がしたね。
これでは届けても意味がなかろう。戻って謝った方が良くないか。
そうかも。
Great. Well, that was stupid. And I mean, we're supposed to deliver it to this guy that's right up ahead, isn't it? Or Now we got Geb. Oh. We can at least roll around now. And fighting enemies on a bridge is usually stupid.
この辺りで封印されし言葉の話を聞いたことがある人はいますか？
お前もカイネと同じだ。何を言っても無駄のようだ。
The absorbing blood tutorial. Jeez. I'm playing like ass. Give me a sec. My god. Recovery. Use. We got Bess. So martial arts, physical strength +2. Oh. Let's see what the village chief wants. Can't break those. Let's talk to him.
ここが村長の家か。誰だ。
僕たちは
帰れ。よそ者は帰ってくれ。
話を。
いいから帰るんだ。この村から出て行ってくれ。話にならぬ。
Can we try again?
こんにちは。荷物を届けるよう頼まれたんですが。
Oh no.
私宛ての荷物。
Great. Can I just jump off here? We can. Well, let's see. I can probably do this. We can load. And then just do that again. So we don't have to go all the way back and blah 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 blah. I don't see a way to get up there. Yeah, right, let's save. I'd save, but I don't think we'll die on the way back. You know, famous last words. Oh.
What?
伝説の花だ。魅了されるのも無理はない。
じゃあこれがヨナの集めたかった。
その花に触るな。
あの女の人下着しかつけてないよ。
たわけが、もっと他に見るべき場所があろう。
あの人魔物。
So I've got a boss fight. I should have saved. I mean, I ain't moving, bro. You wanna...
Nope. やはりこうなるのか。
Nope. Is this what the gameplay is gonna be like? She's at a disadvantage because of me having a book. What a fight. And of course we get panty shots galore.
あの音は、あやつも魔法を使えるのか。
I mean, we'll just keep shooting her. Even if she uses the moonlight, the moonlight sword, it's no big deal. Ooh, almost. Alright, that's enough. Oh god. Okay.
邪魔をするな。
Oh, fuck.
今奴を倒す方が先だ。
どうやら我らのことは眼中にないようだな。衝撃波に気をつけ。火を見て近づくしかないか。何か吐き出しおったぞ。あれは何だ。
この丸いのも魔物？こんな大きい魔物がいるの？
今までのやつとは格が違うぞ。気を引き締めろ。
死ね死ね死ね！てめえの汚ねギタギタに刻んでやる。
あの下着女、剣撃だけではなく口の悪さも突き抜けているようだな。
とにかく大きい方の魔物を倒そう。
We get swears as well in this game. Jeez. What the fuck? You could have just pushed those.
ありがとう。
邪魔だ。
見ろ、文様が消えていく。
この人人間だよね。
半分はな。いわゆる魔物つきというやつらしい。
そう、悪いことしちゃったな僕、てっきり魔物だとばかり。ともかくこの人を助けなきゃ。
We obtain a seal verse, a dark hand. So Pummel flows with a powerful magical arm. Right.
あ、気がついた。 貴様ら。さっきはごめんなさい。てっきり魔物だとばかり。
半分は本当に魔物だ。さっさと出ていけ。
我らはお前を解放し謝罪した。
いいよシロ。あんなに激しく戦った後だもの。疲れてるんだきっと。
Wow, this song is so good.
カイネ、私の名前だ。
その名、村で聞いたことがある。
もういいだろう。私に関わってもろくなことがない。帰れ。
Okay, so her name is pronounced Kinda. Oh, I love this song so much, man.
貴様らに用はない。これだけは言っておく。奴は私の獲物だ。絶対に手を出すな。
Huh.
やれやれ。巨大魔物に魔物付きか。
綺麗だけど、なんだか近寄りがたい人だったね。
Interesting. Huh. Alright, well, what's next? Go talk to Popola or go check on Yona? I mean, we have to check on our sister, but Popola will be on the way.
ヨナが心配だ。様子を見に一度戻ろう。
Alright. Let's kill whatever boar was out here, which is probably this one.
イノシシだ。
あの程度ならお前にも狩ることができん。
あいつ強いんだよ。
Oh wait, shit! I didn't realize my HP was so low. Oh no! Do I have to reload? Please tell me I don't. Please tell me there was a checkpoint. Oh my fucking god. Okay. Should have also not hit me, but fine. Let's heal again. There we go. Whew. We got a boar tusk and a boar hide. God, that was so annoying. Also, I might do this too while I'm at it. No. This. And then swap this sound with Dark Hand, and swap this sound with Defend. That way I can get used to, like, having it be more like Dark Souls a bit. Alright, so we need, what, 10 mutton? That's 2. Three. Seeing the word lug. Used with magic, MP cost -2. Interesting. So every time we kill shades, like, some voice line plays, and I guess that's what, like, the bits of, like, words that we learn are. Like, I assume that's where we get them. Okay. Let's keep going with the sheep that are around.
さっきのでかいのからは未だ封印されし言葉の気配がしたな。
だけど今の僕にはとても太刀打ちできない。もっと強くならないと。
And again, sorry for not talking too much. It's just like this song, like the music in this game is so fucking good. Okay, we're at 5 mutton. Right, it's 3 or 6, 7, and 7 still. Okay, there should be at least 3 more sheep near the entrance. Oh wait, that is the entrance. Fuck. Well, we have to find more sheep then, god damn it. They're probably up ahead. Not sure if these are quests I should be doing on stream or maybe off stream, but I mean, they're like, we're already in the area, so might as well, but I'll consider that for any future quests that we get. With whether as to actually do them live or not, because we're also out of sheep. I think we have to reload the area, maybe. Okay, well, let's go back to the village then, and then we'll go back out. God, this game is so beautiful. I can't get over that. Alright, let's go in, let's come out, and then we'll see if the sheep are here, and if they're not, then we'll proceed with the story. Okay, let's see. Nope, there doesn't seem to be any sheep out here. Oh wait, no, there's some. Okay, so we can hopefully get the final bits of mutton we need. All right, that's 8. That's wool. That's 9. And that's 10. Right? Yeah, seems like it. We don't have a count anymore. Alright, let's go. So we did the boar, we did the mutton quest. We have to find the chicken eggs, wherever the fuck they are, and try to deliver that parcel again. Okay, let's talk to our sister first, and then we'll turn in those quests. Oh, right. That's the herbs I think that I had. Nope, spirit drop. Not sure what that is. We'll find out. Defense drop and 500 gold.
ヨナヨナ大丈夫か？
体痛い。
ヨナすぐ薬を持ってくるからな。それまで待ってるんだぞ。
お兄ちゃん、
何？
無理しないでね。
心配しなくていいから。何？
Oh, in case she repeats herself. That's fine.
国門病が進行しておるようだな。
せめて痛み止めでもあればポポルさんのところにあるか聞いてみよう。
Alright, let's talk to Popola. We'll probably get like a next or our next quest. After this, we can turn in the sub quests or side quests, sorry, and head on out again.
ポポルさん、痛み止めの薬を分けてもらえませんか？
え？痛み止め？
うん。ヨナの病気がひどくなって苦しいみたいで。
そうなの。かわいそうに。それだったら薬魚がいいかもしれないわね。
A fish?
薬魚？
海岸の町で取れる魚なんだけど、強い鎮痛作用があるって聞いたことがあるわ。
わかりました。ありがとう。
海岸の町は南平原の先にあるんだけれど、最近は魔物が出るって聞くから気をつけてね。
Okay. Oh, anything else?
あ、ちょうどよかった。
Oh, she has a quest.
北平原で薬草を2個収集してきてもらえるかしら。
Sure.
草むらや木のそばによく生えているから、そのあたりを調べればすぐに見つかると思うわ。
薬草2個だね。取ってくるよ。
Well, I think we already have them.
薬草を2個。確かに。ありがとう。こんな。
Oh. Didn't mean to cut her off. I guess anything else?
薬魚は海岸の町の特産品だけど、保存が効かないのが難点なの。現地で入手するしかないと思うわ。
Oh god, we're gonna be taught to fish? Oh, I guess here comes the... Yeah, we're gonna have a fishing minigame soon. Oh no. I wonder what we'll find. Probably like giant sea serpents and shit. Now we have to go south, yeah, so... Might as well turn in the quest that we have. And then go that way.
この村の鶏ってなぜか高い場所で卵を産もうとするんだよね。
高い場所、噴水のあたりが怪しいかな。
The fountain by the library? I mean, we're already here, so... I mean, maybe? Here? No?
お兄ちゃん、今日もお仕事？たまには一緒に遊んでよ。
Do you know anything about chicken eggs?
ねえねえ、一緒に遊ぼうよ。
これからお仕事だから、また今度ね。
Unless there is another fountain up here that I completely missed. Let's quickly check. Since NieR is so fast at moving. Nope. What about you? You know anything? Nope. What about the guard? Maybe? Nope. And I don't think there's anything else this way. Alright, let's actually move on. And get, like, the quest turned in and so on. Unless he's got something else to say.
この村の鶏って
高い場所。
Okay, let's see.
おお、イノシシを買ってくれたか。ありがとう。イノシシの牙も手に入れたようだな。それを持つ戦士にはイノシシが敬意を払ってくれるらしい。本当かどうかは知らないが、慣れれば乗せてくれるようになるそうだ。試してみるのもいいんじゃないか。
Interesting. We can mount boars now, and we can drift. What? Okay.
一部の門番の人たちが夜をどうせ仕事が終わってから集まって酒場にでも行ってるのでしょうけど、毎日続くようならちょっと注意した方がいいかしら。
Well, I meant to talk to her.
羊の肉取ってきたよ。
ありがとう、助かったわ。ほんと、うちの子供は羊の肉が大好きなの。また集まったら買い取るわ。
Okay. That was alright. And I think that's it, right, for our quests. What's incomplete? Gatekeeper's errand, the lost eggs, the shopping list, which was getting 3 tulip bulbs, and then the fragile delivery. Yeah. Alright, well, that can wait. Oh, right, her. Oh.
北門の門番から伝言だよ。訓練用の武具が届いてないから早く届けてほしいって。
そういえばそんな依頼あったわね。いけない、すっかり忘れてたわ。少ないけどこれがお礼だよ。
Alright. Alright, let's head down through the southern entrance. And let's see if we can find a boar out here. Those appear to be like... Oh, those are goats! Cute! Oh, looks beautiful, man. And it's perfect for summer. Just have like a beach level, or I hope we have one, or I hope we go through. We'll see.
さあ、あっちに行け、魔物め。
村人が襲われておるぞ。
Oh my god. Care to aim at the guys that are right in front of you? Thank you. Okay. I guess we'll learn about guard breaks in a bit. And heavy attack, guard break. Okay. Can you stop aiming? Thanks. There's no more shade stem.
助かったよ。ここも物騒になってきたからね。俺はお礼だ。使ってやってくれ。
The one-handed sword Moonrise. Okay. That's this way. So the Moonrise sword. It does less damage than the Lily Leaf. It does less magic damage and it weighs more. Okay. Well, let's look at the weapon anyways. What is it? All items? No. Weapons. All and Moonrise. So, a weapon owned by a blind swordsman. The blade shines in darkness, making the owner easy to spot. Oh no. And what's the story? So, there is a legend of long ago that speaks of a nation threatened by a great inferno. This nation, however, was saved from eternal hellfire by a sword with the power to freeze anything. Around this sword stood thousands upon thousands of human ice sculptures. But looks like we have something that's a shadow of its former past. Maybe if we hit a blacksmith or if we kill enough things, it'll get upgraded. I don't know. And who knows, maybe it'll do more damage. Now, where's that board? Oh, never mind. I guess we made it to the town? Or the next village over? Oh, it's so pretty. It looks like a Greek town, of all things. At least the architecture.
どうにも疲れるね。この年で階段を上るのは辛いね。でも今日こそあの人が戻ってくるかもしれん。灯台の明かりを消したままになんてできないよ。
薬をか。むやみに探しても見つかるわけではないな。
どうしよう。どんな魚かもわからないし。
ひとまず町の住民に話を聞いてみるのがよかろう。
そうだね。お店で売ってるかもしれないし。
ここの貿易が盛んなのは世界が海に沈んで海路しかなくなったせいだ。皮肉なもんだね。
Until the world sank into the
海
ocean.
の男は喧嘩っ早いが女も負けてないぞ。せいぜい気をつけるんだな。
うん、注意するね。
Weird.
ここは数少ない港町よ。いろいろな品物を扱ってるから何でも揃うわ。町の中心には郵便局があってね。ここからいろいろな町に手紙だったり荷物だったりが配られるの。あとはそうね、海でしか釣れない魚も需要が高いかしら。あ、いい女もたくさんいるよ。
Okay.
貿易のおかげでこの町は他と比べてだいぶ裕福よ。
We got everything you could ever want, but nobody wants our women for some reason. That's some insane lore. It's integral to the plot.
ここなら静かにしてれば絶対見つからない秘密の場所なんだ。だからこっち来ちゃダメ。
Can we go into the water?
拉致が開かぬな。では薬王に詳しそうな人間を探してみるか。
え、そんなことができるの？
もちろんだ。
最初からそうすればよかったじゃないか。
すぐに助けを求めるのは人間の悪い癖だ。
I mean, we could. Let's see what this is like.
わかった。あっちだ。
You learned where to find someone who knows about shaman fish.
すごい。シロ、そんな特技があったなんて。
見直したか。ではもう少し敬え。
Interesting. So we can't. The second I set foot in water, he's like, "Oh man, this kid is a fucking idiot." He's gonna search the ocean for this guy. Oh.
何よ、驚かせないでよね。
True? Alright, there's a weaponsmith nearby. Are they above? Or here?
薬をかい？確か魚屋に売ってあったと思うよ。ついでに野菜や果物はいかがかしら？
Actually, do you have tulip bulbs, right? We need these.
またか。
Let me just double check. Yes, we needed that. No, no. Buy 3 tulip bulbs, yes. So we got them. Okay. Where would the swordsmith be? Around the corner? We can't go inside houses. Oh, well, we'll figure it out in a bit. Let's try to go off in the direction of wherever this guy might be. Is it gonna be the old lady in the lighthouse? No. Instead, it's an old man.
何？薬を？ああ、そんなんならすぐ釣れるだろう。ここじゃ釣れないんだよ。竿をやるから自分で釣ってこい。
Is that a manatee? Are those seals on the beach? They're so cute.
薬魚は西の入り江で釣れるぞ。釣り方？そんなことも知らないのか。魚の動きとは逆方向に体を動かすだけだ。ほら、ルアーもやろう。釣りは魚との体力勝負だからな。頑張れよ。
All right. Look at them, they're so cute.
まずは入り江に行ってみよ
う。They're so chunky.
まずは入り江。
Yeah, I'm trying to grab the item.
まずは。
NieR, grab the item. So we don't have a map actually. What am I doing? So maybe this way? Yeah. Oh, more seals and dolphins. It's about as summer gets. So when fishing is displayed on screen, fish. When your rod bends, press B to hook the fish and then tilt in the direction opposite of the fish current position to reduce its HP. When it reaches 0, you will automatically land it. Oh, that's cool. Alright, let's reel them in. The super intense fishing music. Oh. Yeah, get it, NieR. Vice, can you like shoot the fish? Make it easier? Oh. Did it get away? No! Well, bro, I did it like perfectly. What do you mean? You are outside of your goddamn mind. Because That's all you do. You just go left and right. Oh. Oh. There we go. We landed a shaman fish. Okay. Well, there's a new record.
これをヨナに持って帰ろう。
Okay, while I'm at it, let me. That.
どうにも疲れるね。
Anyway, see ya, lady. No? Oh, I guess we don't talk to her.
ちょっと。
ん？
ちょっと。ここだよ。こんな老婆が大変そうにしているのに見て見ぬふりかい。ああ、まったく最近の若い子ときたら血も涙もありゃしない。
え、僕のこと？
よせ、足を止めるな。こういう手合いは無視が得策であるぞ。
いた、
おばあちゃん、どうしたの？
喋る本なんて奇怪なものを見たせいか、持病が悪化して。
我が機械だと失敬であるぞ。
何が失敬なものか。君が悪いから機械って言ったまでだよ。
It's like those people that try to commit like an insurance fraud by running in the middle of the road, and then when you stop, they jump on your car.
この言わせておけば貴様。
ちょっとシロ。
ちょっとお待ちよ。かわいそうな老婆を放っておく気かい。
かわいそうなものか。
Sure.
どうしたのおばあちゃん。
まあちょっと早く助けてくれてもいいんじゃないのかね。
ごめんなさい。
それだけ口が回れば大抵の用事はこなせそうだが我らに何を頼みたいのだ。
郵便局まで行って私宛ての手紙をさっさと届けるように言ってくれないかね。
そのくらい自分で。
あいたたたたたたたたた。
わかった。行きます。
Okay. I hope the fish doesn't like spoil or something on our way there. Like doing all this. And then it's here. Was it this door? Is it up here? Maybe. Let's see. Nope. Because we don't go into this, or here, or up here. Maybe it is around this corner? Yeah, there it is.
やあ、いらっしゃい。
入り江で会ったおばあちゃんが自分宛ての手紙が来ているはずだって。
ああ、東大のばあさんか。
いかにも。あのうるさい老婆にさっさと手紙を届けよ。
届けたいのは山々なんだけど、ちょっと足を怪我してしまって。
そうか、それは大変ですね。
やめろ、口に出すな。いいことなわけがない。絶対違う。我は分かっておるのだぞ。
僕が配達員さんの代わりに届けます。
Oh no, NieR, please.
すまないね。気をつけるんだよ。あのばあさん、一筋縄ではいかない性格だから。
知っておる。
So we can open the menu, select documents, and view the letters and memos.
今度は何だ？
君たちはポポルさんの村からやってきたのかい？
そうだよ。どうしてわかったの？
服がちょっと違うし、ここらの人とは雰囲気が違うからさ。もしよかったら村に戻った時にこの手紙をポポルさんに渡してくれないか？
もちろん。
まったく、この調子なら郵便配達員に転職した方が良いな。
And what's this way? A block puzzle? But what for? Oh, I see. Oh, okay, we can't jump onto that. Maybe this way, this way, this way, and there we go. A black pearl. We did all that just to steal from this dude? And there's a bathroom next door? There's bathrooms in this universe? Or in this world? There's nothing that way. Okay, so let's see. A love letter. A letter from the lighthouse lady's absent lover. Oh, isn't this a federal crime to read someone's mail? Well, my dearest beloved, please forgive the lateness of this letter. I have recently fallen quite ill and had some difficulty finding a doctor in this foreign land. The people here, however, have treated me with great kindness, and I now feel my body getting stronger by the day. If my recovery continues, I hope to attempt the journey home soon. I think about you every day and yearn for the moment when we can be together again. Please take care of yourself and know that I'm doing everything I can to return to you. Okay. And what about the letter to Popola? So from the mayor of this town, I write to you regarding the urgent matter of the Eyrie. As you know, shade activity in that area has been much increased as of late, and we now fear the worst. Numerous letters to the village chief have yet to be returned, and our merchants have recently lost all contact with customers there. While Seafront has yet to be troubled by the shades, we fear their arrival is only a matter of time. I encourage your village to take all necessary steps to defend yourselves from this terrible scourge. The loss of 2 outposts would be almost too much to bear. I hope to hear from you soon. Okay. So... where would we deliver this to, though? Don't tell me it's... Oh, no. Okay, I thought the love letter was gonna go to the old man. For a second. Alright, Granny, where are you?
いないようだな、あの老婆。
確か東大のばあさんって言ってたから、東大に行ってみよう。
まったく面倒な話だ。
Yeah, I'm honestly considering maybe skipping the side quests and just going straight for the story. Unless it's something that's on the way, you know? Oh yeah, this seems like a right pain in the ass to go up like every morning. Will we have to climb the... Oh, we do. Right, Granny.
なんだ、あんたかい。何しに来た？
望み通り手紙を届けに来たのだ。
配達員さん怪我しちゃったらしくて。
怪我？全く使えない配達員だよ。どうりで手紙が来ないはずだ。
That's what Vice was saying.
手紙をくれる相手がおったとはな。
大事な人だよ。あたしの大事な人さ。まあ届けてくれたお礼だけはやろうかね。
Okay.
手紙をくれる相手。
大事な人。
Actually, does she let us go up into the lighthouse? I wonder. Let's see. Oh, no. Go, NieR, go back up there. A recovery potion. Huh. Alright, let's go back and hope our sister isn't dead.
ヨナに早く薬を食べさせないと。
Yeah, assuming it's still like fresh. Oh, that wasn't the swordsmith. That was it's a picture of a carrot. I thought it was a picture of a sword. Then maybe it's one of these? No. Okay, never mind. We'll come back and check out the weapons later. They're probably like 3,000 gold or some shit anyways. So no point in wasting time. Alright, let's see if we can find a boar. Huh? Also, what's over here? Spiders? Oh no. This seems like some abandoned. Oh god. Yeah. Oh, we can come back later. In the meantime, to make sure our sister is still alive. And like a field boss or something? Maybe? Well, I guess we could take it out. Never mind, it took me out in one shot. That is insane. What the fuck? We'll try it one more time. And if that doesn't work well, we'll move on. Oh, we're doing like no damage to it. He still one-shot me. That is insane. Well, good thing we have, like, plenty of checkpoints. Unlike Drakengard 3, where if you didn't find a checkpoint, you're fucked. Restart the entire mission. They tried kicking me. My god. Oh, and they're chasing me. Well, let's hope this guy misses. That thing's like right around the corner from our village. That's fucking scary, man. Oh.
そこのあんた。うち
ジョン、この村にジョンなんて人いたかな。
ジョンはうちの犬だよ。昨日からいなくなってしまったんだ。
ああ、そういうことか。心当たりはないの？
いつも北平原に遊びに出ているようだったが、戻ってこないんだよ。
If we see him,
見つけたら連れて帰ってくるよ。
よろしく頼む。
おじいさん、どうしたの？
何？ちょっとばかり心配で息が詰まっただけだ。
そう、ならいいんだけど。
Sorry, the way the dogs walk is really funny. Like if you pay attention to this one, maybe when he walks, he's just strutting. Alright, let's talk to our sister. She's not here. I noticed the music didn't change. I was like, wait a minute. Right, do we even know how to use the fish? And more gold?
お兄ちゃん、痛いよ。
もう大丈夫だよ。今薬を飲ませてやるから。ちょっと苦いけどよく効くから。
お兄ちゃん、ヨナ、苦くても平気だよ。
ヨナは強いな。
おはよう、お兄ちゃん。
She is better. Good.
調子はどうだい？
もう痛くないよ。
そっか、よかった。本当によかった。
ねえお兄ちゃん、そのご本は何？
そうだ、ヨナにも紹介するよ。
我が名はシロの書。深淵なる英知の。
こんにちは、シロちゃん。
我が名は
シロもずっとヨナのこと心配してたんだ。
そうなの？ありがとう、シロちゃん。
もうその呼び方でよい。この兄にしてこの妹はあり。で
じゃあお兄ちゃんはポポルさんに用事があるからおとなしく寝てるんだぞ。
Nope.
ヨナね、お兄ちゃんのためにシチューの作り方を勉強したの。でも鹿のお肉と小麦がなくて作ってあげられないの。
そうなんだ。ヨナの悲しむ顔は見てられないよ。よし、僕が材料を取ってこよう。
本当？ヨナ、頑張って作るよ。
Okay. Oh, wait. There's more.
いつでも作れるように、ヨナ、待ってるからね。
Well, that's sweet. Alright. I think what we'll do is we'll,
料理の材料ね。
何が言いたいの？
別に何でもない。
そりゃ、ヨナの料理は絶品とは言い難いけれど、それでも愛情がいっぱいで、可愛い妹に料理を作ってもらえるってことは、お兄ちゃん冥利に尽きるってことで。
別に何も言ってはおらんよ。
そう。
まあ、頑張ることだな。
うん。
Actually, can we go in here? No. Kept seeing that, and I'm not sure if it's like some stairs that go down to like a basement, or if it's just a wall.
ポポルさん宛ての手紙を持ってきました。
ありがとう。これは
どうしたんですか？
海岸の町の町長によると、崖の村に魔物がまた大量発生しているらしいの。
そうか。でもあそこの巨大魔物には僕の武器は歯が立たなかったんだ。武器をもっと強くする方法はないですか？
それならロボット山の方で取れる金属で武器を強化できるって聞いたことあるわ。山の入り口にある商店でやってくれるはずよ。
わかった。訪ねてみます。
強化にはお金が必要だから用意を忘れないでね。1000ゴールドくらいだと思うけど。
Oh, that should be fine.
1000ゴールドか。
お金が必要な時は酒場に行ってみるといいわ。
No, we're good.
村の人からの依頼なんかが集まってるから。
わかりました。ありがとう。
Okay. Well, we have our next point of interest. Oh, Wall of Jericho collapsed. 5,000 people believed dead. Request for reinforcements streaming in from multiple locations. We continue to monitor the situations, and this is in 2008. Oh, I have to go to the tavern, bro. I've got the money. I don't need the tavern. Either way, I think this is a good stopping point. We went for quite a while. I mean, it's been 4 hours, an hour of which was just me talking about lore before the stream started. And then we hit the 3-hour mark in game. So I think this is a good place to call it for today.